Vandault already has hookers. Give me just a second. I'm cleaning up my nodes. I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. Because my stuff broke. Okay. It's me! I'm still fixing my notes, but it's me! I wanted to say hi. And let's get some music going real quick. I was thinking of doing this. Oh, it's very loud. Those are not the nodes that are broken. That node is fine. You can't even see me. Here I am. I am dancing. So hot. And there I go. Y'all like my shoes, by the way? You never get to see my shoes. Look how cute they are. Find them cute, damn it. Chalk? Who already's got the chalk? The chalk, chalk, chalk. Oh. Small boot. I do have small boot. Do you like my boot? I like my boot. Alright, I'm gonna start this music over. But, okay, so I was going through my nodes. That's what I'm doing now. Ugh, gross. And basically what was happening is my throw redeems were not working, and I was trying to figure out why. So if you throw one bit, it'll hit me with a nut. I might make it hit me with other stuff too. I don't know what. Maybe snowball. You want to hit me with a snowball? Snowballs are fun. I had rupees as well. Because rupees are fun. Korok seeds! I lied. Korok seeds. Because I want it to be small and mean. There we go. Alright, so bits will beat me up with those items. Nut. Nut. 100 bits will hit me with a grimace shake. Cupcakes that need to stick to me. Maybe confetti bombs. Well, no, not confetti. Maybe boba. Beat me up with boba. Like, you're just so mad at me, you're just throwing your cups at me at this point. That's how I see it. Heart blobs, that's right. I had little sticky hearts that could stick to me. You apple! Well, that was an apple. Good test, good test. Lollipop stick. There were multiple items! Oh, hell yeah! Nice! Here, let me, if you plan to do more of that, let me actually do this so we can see what happens. Thank you, Manic. Oh my god, look, it literally leaves stuff everywhere. So you guys have gone outside grabbed everything you could think of and started throwing it at me. Dread's nuts, apples, there's Korok seeds, there's fucking snowballs. That's really funny. 100 bits will get me stuck on stuff. I don't know what 1,000 will do. I'm tempted to take off the 1,000 because that's way too fucking much. What's a chest? That would hurt. I'm gonna have me get beat up by the big items. You threw the fucking grimace shake in my face! That's so mean! I'm gonna have you guys throw big shit at me. Ancient shields, chests, you can confetti bomb me. Maybe fairies. Maybe some boxes. I like violet. No. Let's stick with the stickies. Do 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 do. Also, Koroks are funny. Koroks are really funny. Love letter. I forgot I had that. Master sword. Hit me with that. Remote bomb. Like, just anything huge. You can just beat me the fuck up with. Okay. I have done it. I think I have done it. Although, I feel like 1,000 might be a bit too much. But I don't know how to remove it. Oh, it's this. I could just do this. I'll do it. Ugh. Should I? Should I remove it or should I keep it? Also, don't throw 1,000 bits at me, please. I would like it to be 101. I don't want to worry about this. I'm trying to figure out how to not worry about it. I'm gonna do it. Don't do it! I'm turning it off! That way you can just hit me with 10 of something. I think that works. Did it work? Parameter 100, 100, 100. I don't know why I have hundreds divided by... Wait, divided by 1,000. This parameter thing is very confusing and I'm trying not to, like, ruin it. But I do want to get my ass beat by 100 bits. That'd be funny. Should I remove this? Lillian, you've done this. What do I do? Hold on. Yeah, okay, they're in the correct order. Can Art throw any other titties at you? Biddies. Wait, right, you don't use this. What are you trying to do? I'm trying to get rid of the 1,000. I don't want 1,000. I just want up to 100. And then if you do like 1,000, then it'll do 10 of something. That way people don't have to worry about it. But I don't want to break it. Which I might have already. Cause see, this goes 1,000 bits. Hits me by 1,000. And this takes off this parameter, but I don't know if that just turns it off. And then this is 1,000 right here. I'll just make this 100, I guess. If you don't have the node hooked up, it won't trigger at all. Yeah, I'm trying to make it to where it'll just keep triggering no matter what. Fuck it. It's not like someone's gonna hit me with that much anyway. And if they do, I'm gonna be very sad. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna fix my camera. The subs are fine. I gotta fix my camera. Hold on. I know how to fix myself. Ugh, I'm on the floor. Alright, I fixed my camera. Alrighty, so now that I have that all cleaned up, it is Wednesday, my dudes.
Hello there.
Hello there. Thank you for the follow. Never to be seen again. Oh no. We need to watch that person to make sure they don't, like, get lost. I don't know, Waterloo does things differently than Vandault. Yeah, I figured. But, welcome in. How you doing? I hope you're good. Please don't get lost. The whole ass grimace. Yeah, throw the whole grimace at me. Blippi, grats off first. Very proud of you. And I will be working on the art piece at some point. You're like 7 behind people, so... I have not been doing redeems. I have been doing my own shit and commissions as well. And I will have another commission soon at some point, so... The redeems will have to be paused for the moment. I'm going to my habit. Wait, no! But yeah, it is Wednesday, my dudes, which means we're going to be doing some world buildies. Specifically, we're going to be talking with Rewind, and we're going to be discussing... Cecil, this isn't about you. No, it's not about you. No. He's such a dork. Babe, I wanted to ask, did you want to do it in the staff room? Or did you want people to be able to join? I'm gonna go here. You can drag people in. If people want to join the conversation, go in the waiting room, and it will be up to Leon's discretion to drag you in. Wieners. I dread, because I'm assuming he'll be bringing in people who are a part of the Vandault campaigns that we have. But, hi, babe. Welcome in. How you doing?
Can't hear you. Hello.
You can't hear me? Shit. I'm not on push to talk, that's why. Or I am on push to talk.
Baby, shitter baby.
Wow. You could technically hear me because I'm next to you. Oh, I'm very loud. I can hear me in your headset. It's not your headset? Oh. Is that the front vent for turkey wiener? Turkey wiener, turkey wiener, turkey wiener. Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
It should be hello.
It's
Turkey wiener, turkey wiener.
Yes, it's Combat Horse. I'm glad you all noticed. Combat Horse is Melchior, and you can't fucking tell me otherwise.
I can tell you otherwise, cause...
Well, you can tell me otherwise, but I ain't gonna believe you.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know who Melchior is, he's supposedly the god of mischief and games and victory.
Yep.
Someone actually has a crayon, like a brown crayon, that is a part of his cult or whatever, and family. He could be. He's got like 5,000 kids. My favorite flavor!
Yeah.
Who has the crayon? Is it Yuski?
It's Basil.
It's Basil that got the crayon. I couldn't remember who
C1.
the fuck got the crayon. That's right, Basil. C1, we're keeping that shit safe. Melchior's cool. Alright, but, hi.
Hello.
Welcome in.
Thank you. I'm just happy to be here.
Are we just gonna talk about crayon flavors? A medic said, the red ones are crunchier. I've always seen the red ones as softer. It's the yellow ones that are crunchy.
Can you go?
Red ones go faster. Cecil does not want to lay down. He wants to yell.
Cry baby.
Him want to be crybaby baby.
Cry.
Oh, jeez. Also, if I do start up some art, I will... I will tab over there. Jesus Christ. Bear roar, 2 of them. Thank you, Medic. Fuck, what color are your school binders? The new hotness of what texture are the crayon flavors? Fuck! You're so right. Also, I am curious. Babe, what color are your school binders? Which subject is which color?
Fuck, I don't know.
Math is absolutely red. I agree.
I think math shouldn't be red because it's the slowest discipline ever.
I've heard people say math is blue as well.
Yeah.
Math is either red or blue. Math was blue for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems to be like either red or blue, never anything else. Hey, that's...
Math is the slowest, saddest discipline in the universe.
Here, you know what? No. I'm gonna do this real quick.
Fuck, are we really doing binder color shit?
I wanna know. I'm curious. My math was blue and English was just every color. English was yellow for me.
You know, I can see English being yellow.
Mm-hmm. And
You know
science
what?
was green.
Science is green. I
See?
feel like science.
See? You get it. You get the binder
Yeah.
colors now. I knew a guy who had math as yellow. We did not interact.
Yeah, that's some hedonistic shit. That's
Science is green. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I usually made history orange. And chemistry purple.
Dude, this kid is so purry, baby.
He is purry. Spanish was yellow for me. Mm-hmm.
I would say math is blue. I don't think math is red.
Math is blue, science is green, language and arts is red, and social studies yellow. I can also see language being red, but I usually made language yellow, and my social studies either red or, and then my history was orange. Reddit chart in VC. There's a Reddit chart for this? There's a fucking...
What color is math? Lying. So you have 44% lying bitches, 34% people that understand, and then the rest of the percent are just not even on track.
It's crazy that we associate that stuff with colors. And it's always, like, pseudo-consistent.
Yeah.
I know there's a similar phenomena like that in Japan, where they associate shapes with colors, and
That's fair.
circles are always red for them because of their flag. It's like
That's
one of the
fair.
first things they see as kids, so they just kind of like associate circle with red.
That's right.
So there must be something in our culture that
It's in
makes
our
us do
DNA.
this. Higher level math became black like my soul. I didn't get to choose the teacher, got the books for us.
But the traffic lights, yeah,
Oh no,
well,
we're talking about binders. Or unless that's what you mean too. The traffic lights. What about the
why
traffic
are
lights?
blue when they're green? What?
Why are they blue when they are green? That means you're slightly colorblind, medic.
Oh, but they're green.
The green light is blue. They call them blue? Well, they're lying. They're green.
What the hell?
The
Boba
boba kiki
Kiki.
effect. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like boba, or if you hear bobo, you picture blob round shapes. But if you hear
Oh,
kiki, you picture like sharp shapes.
sharp. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and I think it's just because of the sounds. Hi, you. You have a cat. All right. Anyway, back on track. We never got binders, but every subject got a color of book. Oh no, we used binders for our stuff, for like keeping papers. There are some bluish green lights. Well, not around here. They're very green.
They're very green.
Mm-hmm. But
My favorite color is green.
my favorite color is green.
It's actually not.
Your favorite color is orange.
Orang.
Guess what? My,
Yeah.
guess what my favorite color is?
Oh,
Imagine blue stop signs. I swear to God.
yes.
Undertale in my stream.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Medic's right. I think it's a regional city thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But not like. Well, I can see English maybe being blue.
I can't. Language and English, it's
I think
always
it's.
yellow to
I
me.
think it'd just be yellow. Yeah, like. But hey, enough of this fucking horse cock.
Sorry, I got on a tangent because they were
Yeah.
talking about the flavor of crayons.
Enough with that garbage bullshit, stupid idiot noise.
Wow. All right, Vandault.
Who gives a fuck?
I care. I give a fuck.
Wow.
But for those of you who don't know, this is me on Soulguard.
Is me?
Can we get a poll for which is the spiciest flavor of crayon? It's orange. Don't fucking play with me. Fish. I want fish. You'll be getting fish. Put the gun down. Just put the gun down. You're getting fish.
Yeah, just relax.
But
there's fish
first
on there,
a
come
little
here.
introduction. This is Leon Solgard. He is my husband, and he's been a DM, pretty much a forever DM, for the past 17-ish years of his life, maybe longer.
Yeah, I've been DM, so I started in my garage as a sophomore in high school. Me and my friends were bored and didn't want to play Halo. Uh, I was just like, hey, my cousin used to play this game called Dungeons and Dragons, and we're all just like, dude, that's like the ultimate nerd thing, and we're all nerds, so we
Let's
have
do
to
it.
play it. So I downloaded a bunch of stuff online for 4th edition, and I just started running that shit. And now, understand you, I didn't really read the rules. I just kind of started doing my
You're like,
own
eh,
thing.
fuck it.
It was crazy.
Hi, I'm a little silly brain right now. I had weird slip. Oh, okay. I was like, what's that word?
Um, but yeah, so I've been a DM since 2009?
Mm-hmm.
2000, yeah, 2000, no, because I graduated in 11. Yeah, 2009.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, fuck it, let's run it. And then we all just sat around a table, we made characters, and we started
Cute.
doing the fucking, like the first, like, fucking adventure in the stupid little, like, starter kit or whatever.
Cute.
And then I bought the starter kit from my Barnes and Nobles for $17 instead of downloading it because I wanted, like, the maps and the tokens and stuff. And then I fucking fell in love with the game. I mean, I've always been a storyteller since I was a baby kid, but now I got to like be around a table and have people listen to my bullshit for hours at a time.
I'll listen to your bullshit.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. Sorry if my comments are wonky today, brain foggy. No, you're good. Y'all are all good. And yeah,
You're
Lilin, we're
okay.
gay. But yeah, that's what he's been doing. And he's been improving and making a better world and a better story every time I've been DM'd by him. And his latest iteration is probably literally his magnum opus so far. Thank you for the pet, Jingy's go. And which is Vandault. It is a TTRPG system he made himself by scratch. Renetta, thank you for the tier 2 sub for 22 motherfucking months. And they give you the hugs and catnip tea. Babe, you got a hug from
Hug.
Renetta.
Yeah, it's hug.
Yeah, burger hug. I enjoy Vandault. I also enjoy Vandault. It's based off of the JRPGs of old, such as Final Fantasy IV, Dragon Quest, and a bit of Chrono Trigger. And, another bear. Bear! You got two of them.
But yeah, so I've been forever DM. I love
Mhm.
making games. I love telling stories. Um, as you've seen by fucking board game bullshit number fucking
That shit was
two.
funny.
Yeah, it's so I just Vandal is
Mhm.
something that I hold very dear. 'Cause I used to have big. No, I'm good now, sugar. Like I'm not. My back's not that in pain.
Yeah, it's slowly starting to get better.
Yeah,
Also, do you need medicine or?
I took some.
Okay, cool. Orange when
But
it's spiciest. That's because orange is the spiciest.
yeah. But yeah, I had a couple of goes at like D&D 5th edition, like making my own world, like Highguard and
Mhm.
Sanctuary and stuff. And then I was just like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna make my own thing, and I did.
Yeah, and I like it.
Sick.
I prefer Vandault over anything else, I think.
Well,
Because the other systems irritate me.
yeah,
I've just been playing in 5e for so fucking long. I got bored of it. I'm like, bro,
that's
we've been
fair.
playing it since, like, what, beta? Since it was,
Yes,
like, the first beta books that came out?
yeah.
And I'm
I
like,
got
bro.
I got introduced to the playtests. They're like, hey, you've had a DCI account forever. Here's our playtest materials. Play it
I
and
share.
tell us what you think.
I share the
Oh,
pet.
thank
I don't know why I'm a little yawny bored today. I'm not even tired. But,
you.
yeah, so I want to say nearly 2 years ago was the first time we tried Vandault. It was still a D20 system back then, and we did it at the table, and it was fucking fun.
Yeah.
That's a lot of EP. Yeah. And
Fuck, it's almost 3 years ago now at this point.
almost. Almost. But after that, he took. I'm trying to talk, David. He took what he liked, what he didn't like, and he further honed his craft, which is what we're currently working on, which is campaign 1, campaign 2. I would call those being in Vandault 2.0
Yeah,
because
it's in
it's
Vandal
different.
2.0 system. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a it's the D100 system instead of D20, aka you roll a D100 to see what you get. And the numbers get bigger a little faster because in Vandault 1.0 we were rolling on a D20 system, so the numbers didn't go up that much. Vandal has been folded over 1,000 times like fine Japanese steel.
Yeah.
The Rex stomps you anyway. But that's because he was his advanced class. He was his third class.
Masterclass.
Yeah, so we're not there yet. Once we hit that, I feel like it'll be a little easier for us to get him. Like, even if we're not around 40, I feel like as long as we have our master class, we'll get enough of a power boost that we might be able to deal with him.
Well, definitely as you spend a few points on your talent cards, then you'll be
Mm-hmm.
fine. Because you guys kind of pick the direction you want to take your master class, and there's like a couple branches you can go. Kind of changes how your build behaves. Like you can be like for Nebula Knight, you can be just like full melee damage kind of deal.
Mr. Blaster. Can't
Yeah.
wait to go to band for band with floating guns.
Fucking just bullet hell.
Almer said, hold on, that was cool. I want lots of guns.
Yeah.
And it's funny because with Lavash, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go Arc Apostate. That sounds about right. That feels like him. And then later I'm like, oh no, but he could be a Redeemer because Homegirl, uh, Winnie has softened him up so much, and maybe he'd be like a really good healer. And then she got taken from him. I'm like, maybe he'd want a demonologist so he could like have extra guys. And now I'm back on my Arc Apostate bullshit. Dread, thank you for the shills. Thank you for showing off my links. I'm just saying Adel Nerd and Arwen are on my shit list. Adel Nerd.
Yeah.
Alright, but I know you had a few things.
Yeah, I have some things that I can show and or tell.
Yeah, I know you wanted to show off some stuff, so what's on the agenda today?
So I have three things, and I don't know if you want to pick which one we go over first because so first is going to be Helania and their kind of structure and everything. I already sent this document to Lilin to kind of go over and give him Davion like just stuff that Davion would probably know.
Yeah,
and
well, because that would
understand.
make sense. He is a Helanian. Lilin says, I knew exactly what Maestro and Basil were gonna be, and then Liam was like, hey, there's this funny thing Basil could do, and now everything's befucking.
Yeah.
Helania. Boo! Boo! Tomato! Tomato!
The second thing I can go over is the goblins, which are a new
Goblins.
race that are kind of popping up by Gelblins kind of interbreeding with other races and becoming less gelatinous and more solid.
I'm trying to make a cheeky face.
And then finally, we can do Swaggins. I know that the Swaggins are something that Dread is very excited to understand.
Yeah,
and
let's do
know.
that later.
Oh,
Have expecting her to come for me. Do we really gotta talk about this Swaggins? Looks at Dread.
I mean, I guess we don't have to talk about
I'm
the
kidding. She'll
Swaggins.
kill me. She'll kill me if you say no.
Well, I didn't say no. You're the one that's being a cheeky baby about it.
Gun. Alright, so if you want to cover Helania first, I'm very curious about that. Because Helania...
Sure.
Helania is new even for me, because in Vandault 1.0, we explored pretty much the entirety of the map, but we didn't go past the mountains of Fadadung, and we didn't really go past the deserts of Phantasmo. So I don't know what's over there, I just know, like, the known allied zones.
Yeah.
Because Helania had to actually, like, go there.
Right. Basically, there was a couple of like Helanians that you guys met in the first campaign.
Really?
Yeah.
Which ones?
If you guys remember the fucking homie you guys found in the Belly's Keg whenever you guys first got there, he was blonde with green eyes and he was just a random fucking dude that just, was trying to help you guys figure out your fucking sea legs.
I don't remember this man.
Yeah. Like
But I believe you. I believe that he exists. I'm just an idiot.
No, it's okay. It's been years now. But like you guys have met a couple of them. It's just they weren't very prevalent in the first campaign. They were more of like a
They were
who
just
cares?
a people.
Yeah, like who cares? Like they're just another, because like you can easily pass them off as Chaldeans. It wasn't a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But no, there was a couple, and then they didn't really become a danger or a threat until like a few years ago recently.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Lilin. Sea legs. Slegs.
Its legs.
It's okay, Dread. We'll talk about the Swaggin, I promise.
Yeah, the fish. Do you want me to send you the fucking documentation that I wrote for
fish?
No, I didn't write
Oh,
anything
for Helania.
For Helania. Or I could just read off it if you want.
You can read off of it as you want.
Yeah, I mean, so Helania, their motto. You know how the motto for Chaldea is
Might and magic.
magic.
Might and magic,
Yeah.
might and magic, yeah.
Their motto is mercy and vengeance.
Well, they're dumb.
Wow.
I think. Oh, that's my characters talking.
Yeah.
I think they're stupid.
Yeah. So they're the city-state of righteousness. They're known the world over as like the Holy Bastion, the Bastion of Light, the Land of Heroes, stuff like that.
Also, yes, the world is kind of fucky wuckied here and there with a bunch of monsters that will attack and eat your ass. So, kingdoms and cities are kind of the same thing. Chaldea, for instance, is its own city state, ruled
Yep.
by a queen named Hania. And then you've got another ruler of a city like north of her called Harborton. So, even though they're in the same region called Kal,
The province of Cal.
yeah,
Yeah.
the province of Cal, each city is ruled by its own monarch. So it is very much a city-state kind of world.
Mhm. But yeah, Helania, centuries of decorated clerics and fighters that have ascended to become warriors. Their values are basically what made the Inquisitor's Code like a whole thing. Uh, they even kind of popularized the whole like upholding honor thing towards like the knight core values. Um, they they mostly believe in Helen the Maiden, who is, the symbol of mercy and truth, and her twin brother Loris the Champion, who is a man in full plate of armor and protects the weak.
And I
Uh,
know you said they're like light and steel, respectively.
yeah, they're light and steel,
Yeah,
respectively.
Helania, Helen the Maiden?
Helen the Maiden, yeah.
Yeah, no, boo. She took
What?
Valda's light. Boo.
Yeah, and Loris the Champion is his own dude. But mostly people tend to believe in Helen more than Loris. Loris is more of a warrior god.
Loris is more of an afterthought.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah. So the Helanians super patriotic. They basically believe that their people are all like unified as one beating heart. Uh, Basically, whenever you disrespect one of them, you kind of disrespect all of them.
Mm.
They take pride in protecting themselves and each other. You know,
Helen the Maiden! And Loris.
and Loris, yeah,
Loris, whoever, that guy.
what an idiot. Yeah, so they believe in mercy and honor and taking vengeance about those who would mean to destroy you.
Okay, but what if I don't want to destroy you, but they think I'm bad anyway?
Well, they're going to destroy you because you're a threat to their nationality and society.
That's mean.
Yeah.
What if I'm just a little guy?
Yeah, so their
Would
religious
they
system.
hate Brigov?
Probably,
Would they
'cause he's
hate
a
the
monster.
goblins? Oh, that's sad. Oh well. Alright.
Alright, so the military system, they basically have 5 ranks, which, they have cadets, which is like the dudes with the plume and the small golden coin.
Mm-hmm.
They are not allowed to wear them on the body because they haven't ascended yet. Rank 2 is the feathers, which they have 2 like golden plumages on either side of their head, and they can finally wear their coin on their body as a symbol to Loris and that they're strong enough to uphold his values.
Are those the ones that Lev is starting to get? The rank
Yeah.
2s? Okay.
Third is a wing, which you've proven yourself time and time again that you're to carry the will of the prophet loyally. Your status increases. You're able to wear solarium, which is like their ritualistic metal that makes them resistant to magic and other sort of things like that. Also really, really fucking uncommonly tough. And then fourth is the Justiciar, which are like
Those
these
motherfuckers.
big mamma jammas that really like there's only a few of them. I think right now there's 4 of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said there were 4.
Yeah, there's 4 of them. And then
Does Rex Tanio count?
he does not. He's
So there's
dead.
technically 5. He's just retired.
Yeah, he's retired by in regards to being a zombie. And then and then above all else there's the prophet, which is basically the leader of religion and military both.
Retired like the Undertaker. Retired from breathing.
no longer breathing.
What would Mikanya be then?
He is not part of the military.
He's like a religious figure then?
Pretty much. He's basically a figurehead for the
Can I
prophet.
punch him?
I mean, if you can.
Steel Solarium. Noted.
Yeah.
Steal the new metal.
Yeah.
It's not steel, it's solarium. By the Pope! Yeah, he's basically just the femboy elf Pope.
Wow.
He's also evil. What? Am I
You don't
wrong?
know that, dude. You don't know if he's evil.
I have a very good theory that
Mhm.
something happened to the prophet, and Mikanya is taking that as an opportunity to spread his own bullshit.
You don't know that.
I don't know that, but I can have theories.
That's fair. Yeah, you and Viking both are just like, I fucking think this is happening.
You can punch anyone once, exactly. I just have to make sure it counts.
Yeah, so the religious system, so equally as important to the Holy Bastion Polania is their religion. They basically have this giant library church called the Imperius Archive, which kind of holds all the knowledge, both heretical and non, that kind of are being kept away behind lock and key so that, no one can just straight up, find all this information and use it against the city. Information's held by sages and holy mages that are keepers of the knowledge, and the religion being basically half of the fucking city state, the prophet is under the umbrella of the ruling class as well, the religious leaders. So no matter what, you're gonna answer to the prophet.
Boo! The prophet's just the king, pretty much.
He's the king, he is religion, he is military,
He's your Holy Roman Emperor, is what I'm hearing.
Pretty much.
And Mikanya is the Pope.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Technology and advancements. So,
Oh yeah, they do have engineers. Are they known for their engineers?
so they
There's a
are
lot of
known for
engineers.
this engineering kind of sub-practice called the Savior Smiths, which are basically like mech warriors and engineers that follow the teachings of Loris rather than Helen. They basically champion vengeance rather than mercy. They don't really make advancements in technology to help people. They make it to punish sinners and heretics.
Dad?
Yeah, they've innovated on the pinion and hall breakers.
Fucking dicks! Don't touch my pinions. Get them out of here.
They've created the phaser and the cell core, and also they made a brand new weapon called the anti-shell weapon, which is basically an acid that dissolves phasmites to like goo.
That's fucking mean. Oh my god.
And that one was made.
Dead.
And that one was made as a special kind of fuck you from
Yeah.
Dargren Shimmerton, who we'll talk about later.
That's fucked.
To basically exact as much exquisite pain from those fucking shelled freaks as possible.
Jeez, that's sad. Don't hurt them. They're babies. Oh, do you know why they? Oh wait, no, we have already gone over why they hate phantasmos. But we can do that again once you're done. Writing everything.
Basically, it's just they've made energy cells that are super efficient, that are small, that can keep on powering themselves. They're self-sustaining. And it's super reliable. It also makes a very good kind of like get out of jail free card if you kind of break it and let out all that energy and fuck shit up.
Also get a drink. Well, I didn't get a redeem. I just want to make sure. Anyway, I just want to make sure you wet your whistle on a regular basis.
Fair. All right. So are you ready to talk about just this year's?
Sure. Even though I want to punch all of them. Super reliable. Me about to test that with a comically large hammer.
You can break them. It's just, it takes some doing. To kind of crack the casing that they're in takes some real desperation.
Hey, sometimes if you're desperate enough.
Yeah. All right. So justiciars that are the ones that are upholding the kind of law and military
Their quote
of.
unquote culture.
Yeah. So this is Justiciar Garen Gongu, which is known as the Goodly Swampskin.
Gongu.
Among other justiciars, he was the only landborn that followed the orders from the prophet and showed love for the Holy Bastion. He wielded Crash, a wicked hammer made of blastium, and it is an ore that is so elementally unstable it explodes on impact.
Yeah, me? Gongu. Gongu Mogus.
Yeah, Garen does. You guys saw him at the beginning of C2.
Yep, he's the dude with the big hammer that smashed a bunch of people to death and made a
Yeah.
crab flip over at the prison.
Yeah.
If Leon's sharing any pictures, we can't see them. No, he's not. He's just talking.
No, I'm just reading from the documentation I sent you, Lilin. I'm just, Yeah, him.
Him. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, the Himothy,
Is
if
Diddy
you will.
Kong Racing? I'm playing music in the background. I think Diddy Kong Racing just started playing. Beep, 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 beep. That's all I heard, and I'm like, it's Diddy Kong. Anyway.
You're all good. Yeah. So, and then there's just this year Frederick Crane. He is
It also sounds familiar. I've heard that name.
he was the one in C2 that almost caught you guys as you're breaking out.
Oh, that
Vassos.
guy! When we were breaking Vassos out, he started coming. He's the creepy dude with the, like, really big, like,
Really
fucking
small
staring
pinprick
eyes.
Yeah. So he's a sallow-skinned, massive-eyed man with pupils like pinpricks. Across his back is an impossibly heavy sword for his lithe, muscled body with golden runes that read the 14 laws of Helania. Frederick is tireless, cold, and calculated above all else, and he has a strict need to follow the rules and procedures to the letter.
Bro, that's built like. Yeah, so I've heard we've seen more Justiciars in C2, because we've seen 3 of them.
Yeah.
We haven't
You've seen
seen
Adelbert.
any in C1.
You've seen.
Nope.
Oh yeah,
We have
you
not.
haven't. Yeah, you guys have been avoiding him.
We've been running around. Well, technically we saw Rex, but that don't count, I guess.
Yeah. And the last justiciar is Manuel Neris, skin touched by Solitz himself, an entertainer that dazzles the battlefield as heretic blood acts as his dancer's flower petals, able to find joy and love in furious blood-pumping combat and dance.
So he's an entertainer. Funny
Yeah.
that C1 is closer to Helania and hasn't seen any Justiciars. To be fair, the Justiciars are running around the rest of Vand, causing bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, they're not in Helania, so it makes sense. Amra too busy Scooby-Dooing Lord Bomb. That's true. C1 is having to deal more with the Elemental Quartet. Meanwhile, in C2, we've seen Bomba twice, and it's mostly just him running up to us going, "Have you seen this girl?" Holds out fucking paper of Amra's face, like I guess, social transition. And he's like, "Have you seen her? Have you seen this bitch?" And we're like, "I don't know who that is." We did see the Grand Justiciar, though. Makanya? Wait, who's the Grand Justiciar?
You guys did see Grand Justiciar Adelbert at Farthung.
Did we?
Yeah, remember?
Oh, that's right. He tried to cut my head off.
I'm right here. Yeah.
That's right. He tried to cut Rembrandt's head off, and Maestro fucking ratioed his ass. I'm right here.
Yeah.
Shit. I remember now. I remember. Maestro be like, or a farming his ass. Adel nerd. Yeah, Adel nerd.
That's the one.
I still giggle when we had ran into Bomba in the swamp. Bro, we've been gaslighting that poor man. Alright, so yeah, those are the 4 Justiciars.
No, there's only 3, but so the 4
Oh, I thought there
pillars.
were 4.
Well, there are, but there's also 4 pillars of society in Helania. One of them is the Grand Justiciar, Adelbert Krieger. He is the most loyal and vengeful of the 4 pillars. Grand Justiciar Adelbert is a man of immense honor in purging those that are unjust. Guided by the hand of the prophet and purity of light itself, decades of his life were spent purging heretics, deceivers, and monsters wherever they lurk and plot against the maiden champion. For Adelbert, there is no task he would not deny in the interests of his beliefs or of his prophet. In his with his legendary blade called Pyrenia the Soul Blazer, his immense battle skill and nigh invincible tenacity, he protects the just by his own hand. And if you know naming conventions that I have done, Pyrenia is a magical weapon made
Yep,
by.
that's fire, and it's the Rat Mage. Rat King.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, I know Discordia, Rhapsodia, Pyrenia now. The Rat King is a fun mythical figure that we actually got to run into in our very first campaign, Vandault 1.0, at the table game, where Hania and her party were young whippersnappers and doing their shit. We ran into the Rat King. He apparently makes these dope ass weapons. Sounds like he just needs to get boned like hard. I actually has said that I'm like, have we actually just given Adelbert like a real good dicking? Like maybe he just needs to get laid.
Yeah.
like, uh, also I like what Lillian said. Uh, I want Basil to use Bomba's spellbook and make him think Basil is Bomba. I'm me, he says. Just fucking gaslight him into not thinking he's Bomba anymore.
Yeah.
Leon, you're soul guard. Uh-oh, is that what bluesmithing
Oh
is?
no.
What is bluesmithing? What are we talking about? Hold on. Is
What's
what
wrong?
bluesmithing?
What are you screaming about? Okay,
Also,
now.
Sugar Skull is correct. I like when we ran into Bomba in the swamp.
Yeah.
Just moseying along, then revealing his goof-ass face on the path. That art was funny.
Yeah.
Because Sugar Skull drew it, and it was fucking great. Bluesmithing is when you use blue crayon. No!
Rat King. No.
Rat King? No, that is not bluesmithing.
No.
That is
I'll
blacksmithing.
tell you that for free. Bluesmithing is not the Rat King's process.
I knew that already. Probably because I've seen him work.
Yeah.
Also, Hania really likes the Rat King. She thinks he's cool.
Big ugly fuck.
But he's cool.
But he's really cool.
He could probably tell Dread about bluesmithing. I'm sure he knows what it is.
He knows every aspect of smithing.
Because he's really fucking good. These roars add so much flavor to the world building. Bleh. Rat King versus Combat Horse. Who makes the best weapons? Fuck.
Rat King.
Yeah.
Like, Combat Horse is a really good general smith, but Rat King, if you get something made by him, if you're worthy enough, then it's going to be something that's pretty much nigh unbeatable.
I am still under the impression that Combat Horse is just Melchior. It could be a bunch of equestrians as a bunch of family members, like a bunch of cousins and brothers. Nah, bitch, that's Melchior in disguise. We gotta combine their powers, bro. That would be unstoppable mayhem.
That'd be crazy. Alright, so next is Fealty Magus Ophelia Rawl. She is the only intergenerational 4-pillar memory, 3 generations back to back. Her ability to keep the peace and compliance and within Halani as well as her own ability to wipe the spirit clean of all identity and knowledge is her domain.
Oh yeah, can't she like make you lose your memories?
She'll make you lose your identity, your memories, your
Is it
face.
Maestro?
Yeah.
Blinks at Maestro. I also know the name Ophelia, but I can't like put a face to it.
She is seen as a stark contrast to the rest of the Bastion of Light, wearing that seems to be a dark outfit with purple trim, with dark painted lips, with a veil that always obscures her features. Some say that if you see her eyes, it'll be the last thing you ever see before you all fall to nothing.
Oh yeah, that was when Maestro had that flashback dream.
Yeah. And then there's Almighty Savior Smith, Dargren Shimmerton. He's a purely gold Hercules beetle fleeman that will always has a big grin on his face.
Hercules beetle.
He takes great pleasure in his work to create as much pain for heretics and traitors as he can through mechanized means. He is vile, cruel, and wanting to make the biggest show of force possible. Dargren is responsible for an entire generation of mech warriors favoring chemical launchers that dispense noxious fumes and vile concoctions that decimate the senses and dissolve physical forms.
I'm less excited about him now.
And while he extracts the last moments of anguish, he'll howl in laughter in the chorus of screams of his enemies.
Oh.
He loves watching people die. It's his big favorite.
Oh. Sir, can you not? Sir. Can you don't?
His big favorite is torture. If you want give him that for his birthday, he'll be a happy boy.
No, I'm not gonna give him nothing for his birthday except a big fat middle finger. Oh, he's a little guy. Oh, he's mean. Oh, they're so small and cute. Oh, they're small and mean. Me when this guy goes on screen.
And then the fourth and final one is High Speaker Makanya Olis,
This bitch.
described as an androgynous elfish beauty with a soft-spoken yet carried voice. Makanya acts as the mouthpiece for the ailed prophet, which has fallen sick to the passing of years. The only one that has ears sensitive enough to hear the whispers of their leader. His voice are the very words of the prophet, which are those of Helen the Maiden. His word has a strange effect on people, able to almost directly contact the heartstrings directly, mobilizing complete strangers into the side of the righteous ones.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Makanya's a bitch. Sorry, I'm very angry at him. He was the dude that Rembrandt basically said, hey, fuck you, you're an elf and I'm a homan. What if I decide you're a monster one day?
It's like, yeah, but I'm not and you're not, so shut
Yeah,
up and
but
stay
what if I say
away.
you are? Exactly, that's what you're doing now.
And then finally, the prophet, Christian Alvo. Very few people have had an audience within the past decade or so. He is known as a beast of a man, the most merciful and pious of men across all of Vand. His ears are the very piece that connects Helen the Maiden's words to the people of Vandault, and his orders are the actions of Loris the Champion. A Homan man who is blessed with the affinity of Loris the Champion himself. He is a hulking beast when he was in his youth. Now he resides in his bedchamber covered in bed sheets to preserve his strength.
When you say hulking beast, what do you mean?
He's massive fucking dude. He's like
Oh.
8 feet tall.
Oh, Jesus Christ, as a human?
As a Homan.
Fuck! Why is this man so big?
Now he resides in his bedchamber,
Big
covered in
boy,
bed
yeah.
sheets to preserve his strength. Heavy is the burden of Van's salvation from those who mean to corrupt and turn its people from light.
He's been drinking his milk, really, then.
He's been on his fucking Wheaties.
This man... This man was nursed by a dwarfish woman.
Yeah, he's massive. Whenever people remember actually seeing him stand up and do stuff.
Fucking One Piece side character ass height, Jesus.
Yeah, and now he's just always covered in like fucking bed sheets and fucking liners to make sure he's okay.
I'd like Bro was nursed by combat warriors.
Yeah. You want your milk? What the hell?
Built like a
Goddamn.
thwomp. Yeah, this man big.
Drank all my fucking milk supply. What the hell?
Yeah, how do we know he's actually alive, though?
That's the neat part. You don't.
Exactly! As we'll be starting here in a moment.
Oh, shit. Spider-Verse Kingpin looking at.
Spider-Verse Kingpin looking ass. Is he just really tall, or is he also really wide?
He's massive. He's got big muscles. He's fucking... He towered over just about everyone in his fucking city-state. Even dwarves, and they're just like, what the fuck?
Like, you're human? What the fucking shit? How? Dread. Alright.
Dread's like, this doesn't sound like Swaggins.
Hey, I said we'd talk about Swaggins in a minute. We're talking about Halania right now. Because I don't know shit about Halania.
And yeah, that's pretty much the Halanian kind of like backbone. That's kind of like, general information.
Mm-hmm. I'm tempted to go get some tea while the ads run.
Okay.
And you can answer questions while I do that.
Yeah, I'll answer
Want to see Nadari shoot a shoulder through a tidal current? How the fuck would that work?
Sick.
But I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some tea. Oh wait, no. We have bills.
Oh, you want some more wabbits?
Bills. I know what I want. I lied. It's a One Piece thing. Don't worry. Oh, okay. I was about to say I don't get it. Wabbits. Oh, thank you. Is your Wabbits can? Huh? God, it looks like a beer can.
What?
Guys, I'm gonna get drunk on stream. And by drunk, I mean drunk on power. Oh god, it's so good. Oh, thank you for the sip, Lewin. Yeah, I have a A can of soda. And it's Wild Bill's Black Cherry. Would you like a sip, babe? Oof. But yeah, it looks like a beer can because of how it's shaped. Or at least to me it does. I'm on the floor, help me!
It's black
I can do
cherry
it.
and it's so fucking delicious.
It's very tasty.
But yeah, so that's kind of
The
the
Halania primer.
Holanian. Yeah, that's. And if there's any questions anyone has, or if you have any,
I have a question.
what's your question?
Why is Makanya such a bitch?
That's what happens when you're evil and hot.
How long has Makanya been in power?
In power as like a pillar.
Mm-hmm. How long has Makanya been in the Prophet's ear?
About, I want to say like 7 or 8 years.
Ah, so when about the Phasmite War started.
When it ended, rather.
So
Like
why,
a little bit before it ended.
so why did it end? Do we know?
Because Adelbert fucking razed it all to the ground and destroyed all 5 of the sages.
And can we see Yakastel and the Torture Beetle square off?
Whenever you guys find his ass.
Who was the speaker during the Phasmite War? Asks Lilin. Like, who was in Makanya's place before Makanya, if we know?
It was this kind of old gentleman that has been there for like 40, 50 years. But he was assassinated in a night before the end of the war.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Very interesting, children. I'm excited to see Yakastel when he comes back from his Yasified teacher. Interdasting. Very interdasting. My hand is not being picked up. Interesting.
So out of all the pillars, he's the newest.
Okay. He's been around 7, 8 years.
Yeah. Dargren's been around for about 17.
Old.
Fucking Adelbert has been Grand Justiciar for about 19 years. And Ophelia's been around for fucking at least 100 or so years.
Is she an elf?
I don't know.
Or Homan?
I don't know. That's
You
for to
know,
find
you're
out.
just not saying. You know.
Well, you can't see her ass anyway.
That's fair. She's a Chelblin. Yeah, because
Yeah.
Chelblins live that long.
Yeah. Well, Goblins
Calling it.
Yeah. don't usually live very long because they get destroyed as 5 experience. at
Just
the beginning.
cherish his evil twin.
What a twist.
What a twist. Alright, is there anything else about the Halanians that we should know about, or are the rest spoilies?
I guess halfway are spoilies, but I mean, I can answer general shit.
That's fair. If John Fontaine was this,
John
was
Charles?
or John Charles, not Fontaine. Listen, I'm used to saying Fontaine, okay?
Yeah, huh?
Why did I make so many characters that I want to play so badly? I need
Oh, I'm gonna have campaign 3. It's just gonna be oops, all Sugar Skull characters.
yeah, make a campaign just with Sugar Skull. Make
Yeah.
5, put 5 of her characters in there.
Yeah.
Do that with me too. Let's go.
Okay.
But what was I gonna ask? I have a character I want to make, but I don't know which campaign to bring them in on, or if that even makes sense for current Vandals.
You can talk to me about it, and
Fair.
I'll fucking tell you what's up.
Y'all, this man makes all of us want to make too many fucking characters. Oh, I remember what I was asking. John Tarles.
Yes.
You said he was a Smith Saint? Saint Smith?
He was a Savior Smith.
Savior Smith, that's what they were called. Hit you up after stream.
I got you, buddy.
Y'all, I am burping really bad because of this Wild Bills. I got a Hans and a lesbian couple for 1 and 2 Fleeman for the Fleeman only campaign. John Tarles. Jarls.
Jarls.
Jarls. But Jonathan Tarles, Aaron Tarles' father, and Levi Tarles'
Uh-huh.
father.
Yep.
He was a savior smith.
Seems
You
like.
said they did vengeance stuff?
So their entire core is they follow Loris the Champion more than Helen the Maiden's. So Helen the Maiden's whole message is
Mercy.
mercy and forgiveness and all that stuff.
And him
Whilst
is.
Loris the Champion is exact vengeance for those who will want to do it upon you.
Mm-hmm. Also, hi, Salem! Salem says I'm currently absorbed in Infinity Nikki releasing more game music. Cute.
Awesome.
I'm waiting for that game to come out on Steam, because that's when I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
But, so if
But
that's the case, what are Savior Smiths tasked with doing?
uh
Besides, building crazy shit.
well, so their main objective is to basically be the on-call defense force if the justiciars can't make it. Also, they are tasked with bringing advancements to Helania, whether that be some kind of mechanized means
Mm-hmm.
you know, or punishing the people that would go against it, much like the Phasmites.
The Phasmites didn't do it, but whatever. Helen, do unto others, Loris, undo others.
True.
Cecil, you okay, buddy?
Holy.
He fucking bouldered himself
Oh my
in.
god, that's adorable. Sugar.
Wait, what? Leon, I had a dream that I met you and gave you a hug?
So cute.
That's so fucking cute. What the fuck?
So very cute.
That's very precious.
Um, but yeah, so the Savior Smiths basically fuck you if you're gonna hurt Helania or any of her people. Um, but Dargren kind of takes it to a new level where he's just like, hey, what if we do it before they think they can start shit?
Kind of
So
evil.
yeah, no, it's justice.
No, that's evil.
Anyway.
Preemptive strikes are never okay.
Dude, I'm just saying it'd be a shit, you know?
Oh, I know. But I'm just saying, these people are evil. Well, most of them aren't, but they're complicit. Which is why the entire kingdom needs to go down.
Golly.
That's that Hania shit. Hi, Pinguina, welcome in, my universe establishing friend. Today, I am not establishing a universe. I am letting Weelon talk about his established universe. Oh, and thank you for the stretch, babe, stretch. Solf J. Kimbley, motherfucker. Solf J. Kimbley, yeah.
Kimbley is so just, or
Kimbley looking
is
ass.
Kimbley for sure. Kind of ended the war, destroyed the sages, killed thousands and thousands of Phasmites.
Killed all of those fucking,
Killed Rowan Rom, killed all the rest of the four.
Killed all the Ishvalans.
Yeah. He is the winner. He is the hero of Phantasmo.
Yeah, I know I have one character that was in the war and fought alongside Adelbert's group, and he has bad guilt. Real bad guilt and PTSD, because they were asked to kill, like, the kids and shit. What if I just blow them all up? The war is over, though. Okay, but what if, though?
True.
Okay, listen, I know that we won, but, like, they're still alive, so we didn't win. Hohenheim tool? Hohenheim 2? Which one would be Hohenheim? Who would be Hohenheim? I don't think there is a Hohenheim equivalent here.
Not really. I guess maybe John?
I mean, he does look a little like Hohenheim.
Yeah.
He's got the pretty long blonde hair. He's kind of beefy. Glasses. Looks like a fucking nerd. That works out.
Yeah.
Although not right now, because the man's sick as hell.
Yeah.
What else? I know you have a few characters that are also PTSD riddled.
Yeah.
Hohenheim isn't really part of the Ishval narrative, though, so that's true. He's
Yeah.
from Xerxes.
He's from Xerxes. Yeah.
He's just kind of the dude that gave people alchemy.
Hmm.
So, what's Melchior up to?
I don't know that one. He's a weird one. That one
Man,
just does bullshit.
I love rereading FMA. FMA is great. Full Metal Savior Smith.
Oh
Full
god.
Metal Savior Smith. So I am now Norm Elman. Babe, I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm sorry you had to figure out this way, but I'm a human.
Nice.
I have orange hair and I have black lipstick on.
That's the greatest idea I've ever heard.
I was like, eek, 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 eek. I can still eek, motherfucker. Eek, 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 eek. I'm gonna be taking Blippi through FMA Brotherhood soon. Excellent. It's a good
Yeah.
orange hair and pronouns. Yeah, I got orange hair and pronouns. But
Yeah.
FMA Brotherhood is so fucking
Peak as fuck.
it's fucking good.
Peak as fuck.
I love FMA Brotherhood. But yeah, now that we've squared Halani out of the way, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck John did. He apologized to Levi and said I had to do what I did. How many Phasmites did he kill?
Do you really want to know the answer to that question, or are you just
I'm
asking?
curious, but I'm also scared to know because that's father.
He was a different man back then. Is all you need to know.
Oh, Demzim, I'm sorry, Leon. I'm human, Leon. I'm gonna kiss you on the mouth.
Yeah.
We'll kiss you on the mouth. Bro, cut in line at the Dairy Queen.
So okay. So
Do numbers go that high?
Okay. So
Jeez.
John didn't really kill that many Phasmites because by the time that war kind of was at its peak, he already because he was more of like a homeline defender kind of deal, and he did mostly excursions to the Dragon Peaks to the west and through the swamps to kind of like because they're trying to find a cure for the Bile Blight, which
I mean, you still
treat
can't cure it, sadly.
You can treat it, but you can't heal it away.
Yeah, you still can't do that, so they never found it, obviously.
Yeah. So he did a lot of that, and then also whenever he went to the peaks, they had to dispatch of a lot of very violent Amphirean.
How many Amphireans did he kill?
Quite a few, but it was
Me looking slowly at Lavange. Hi, hey, how? So, what's the death count on Levi's people looking?
a few.
Oh man, I wonder if he found Lavange's egg. I wonder. Ah! Oh man! Oh man, I found a conveniently orphaned egg! Oh shit. No. Anyway, what's next on the docket? Alright, goblins.
We can do the goblins or Swaggin.
Or the
You
Swaggin.
can.
My face hurts. Hey man, what spoils of war did you take? A son. What? No. Oh no. I want to make this very clear. If that is the case, I did not plan this. He did. I did not choose this for my boy. He did.
Like I say, dude, fucking family and stuff like that, it takes its own turns. You don't get to pick.
I do not. I just gave you a line sheet, or like an outline of what I wanted, and you said, bet.
The primordial sadness.
I'm going to torture your son. And I'm like, wait, what? Anyway, yeah, let's cover the let's cover the goblins. The new race that is slowly on the rise.
Yeah, so as so let's get away from the sadness that is the Holanian,
The
nation.
Halania killing everyone. Dread's gonna explode at this rate. She's fine.
Uh, yeah, so goblins, they are up and coming. They're brand fucking new off the presses. As things got hornier, their abilities to kind of intermingle rather than being a kind of surrogate kind of parent to things, they're able to actually pass on their genomes to new beings. There's a few goblins that exist across Van. Um,
I made one.
yeah, Desmond made one. They're very not existent yet.
Yeah, they're not really established. Well, that's because Joblins weren't really protected up until very recently.
Nope.
Goblin, yeah, his name is Bregov, and he is the cutest boy. Here, I'll flash him on screen for half a second
Yeah.
so you guys know what he looks like. I'll show you guys my boy.
Oh no.
Oh no?
Not get Goblin Slayer.
No, don't slay him.
I mean,
You're
he is pretty
supposed to
slay.
lay the goblin.
Yeah. Goblin, these nuts don't have the same effect. That's fair.
That didn't work.
Goblin's Lair. It's
There
me.
he is. It's the boy. So this
Yeah.
is a goblin that comes from a black and white Gelblin and an Alf. So that's why he looks like that. And I
Yeah.
believe they do different things depending on what they come from.
Yeah, kind of like the werebeast thing. They'll have whatever their, one of their parents' first thing, and then they'll have troublemaker.
They got glasses though. He has glasses, yeah. Bregov has glasses.
Baby.
Baby boy, baby. Him a little blind, so him need glasses. He looks
Yeah.
distinctly non-goopy though. Exactly. Gelblins, once they've like mated and had a kid with like another sentient race, that kid becomes a lot more solid.
Yeah.
But he's still elastic.
He's still very stretchy and he's so yeah, very distinctly non-goopy. I can change that. It would take no time at all.
What did the Gelblin eat? Chocolate and charcoal and marshmallow? Yes. Stretchy, huh? Yeah. Stretchy, squishy. Yeah, doesn't. I'm just saying, he did it. It's not me. It's him. I'm just here to help. Sounds very huggable. Oh my god, like a stress toy. Like, you squeeze him too hard and he just kind of. But yeah,
They really don't
Stretchy.
have skeletal structures, like, so they borrow their calcium from the parent that's non-Gelblin, but their skeletal structure is mostly kind of like a pseudo cartilage kind of deal.
listen, Sugar Skull, we're allowed to be horny. You're allowed to hug. We're allowed to be horn dogs.
I'm just saying it would take 0.4
He looks like a
seconds for
Muppet
me.
with how far in. He gonna be a Muppet with how far I'm getting. Let's see, I think.
You would have to help me like Excalibur to get me out of there.
I know he's like 4'11". He's not quite 5 feet. Because he's got elfish Gelblin tendencies. He is on
Yeah.
the taller side. Can someone tall stretch him out and then like it goes flying like a sticky hand? Oh my god, like one of the fucking sticky hands. You just grab him, you just like a rubber band. Whew, I just send his ass out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, please do it! See, at first it was teehee horny, but now it's just like, oh my god, is he a sticky hand? If we threw him hard enough, could we like stick him to a wall?
Just flat and just kind of like unstick.
Shooting him off like a hairband, yeah! He who draws the sword from the stone, but he's the stone and the sword is.
my penis.
Yeah, now I kind of want to see someone pick him up and shoot him off like a rubber band. Yes, he's gonna chase him. Instinct. Oh my god, because hair. Yeah, is it just me or all cats? Do all cats love hair ties? Cecil fucking loves hair ties. Is it? Do your cats also like hair ties? This is for question. This is a question to anyone who has a cat. Juno's favorite toy is hair ties. Okay,
Yeah.
so it might just be a cat thing, but I'm still listening. I'm very curious because I know Medic also has a cat. Old cat used to chase Crunchy. Cute. Okay, so theory confirmed so far.
Mhm.
Cats just fucking love hair ties.
Yeah.
That's really cute. Yeah, we have hair ties and scrunchies too, and we shoot them across the room and let Cecil go chase them. And Cecil has gotten into the habit of bringing it back because he likes to play fetch, and it's very cute. Juno loves to bury hairbands in my bed sheets. That's very cute. All right, but continuing on with the goblins, stretchy hairband motherfuckers,
Sure.
more solid than the average Joblin because of their non-Joblin parent.
Yes. They still have like a bit of a rigid structure through like kind of elastic cartilagenic bones. Or thank you.
The species of Stretch Armstrongs. Yeah, they're
Are
just.
you done with it? Or
Yeah,
you...
I'm giving you the rest.
Okay.
But if they're kind of like, what's the lady, Mrs. Incredible? They're like her, kind of stretchy. I'm assuming not that stretchy, but definitely stretchy
No,
enough.
but they definitely do have more give to them. Yeah, Elastigirl.
Elastigirl. That's what I was thinking of.
Ellen Parr.
Yeah, she was cool. Yes, thank you. Temple of Time. My playlist is telling me we have to go to church. Because none of the thoughts about Pegov are in the Bible.
So back to Halani.
No, not the church! Not that church! I'm assuming Helania would consider goblins abominations.
Oh yeah. What the fuck are you doing?
Fucking Gelblins! What does it look like?
Oh yeah, that's fair, but
So, how would a goblin come to be? What's the process of having them? Obviously, you know, when a mommy slime and a daddy Homan love each other very much sort of situation.
yeah.
I mean, like, is there any sort of specific genetic bullshit that has to go down, or is it just
It's
any
just
slime and
random
any
chance.
person?
It's just random chance.
Could you have a cute furry goblin if they came out from like a Hunvard or something?
Yeah.
That's adorable. I want a furry goblin. Is it always the slime as the carrier, or can they be the provider?
They could be a provider.
So someone could get jiggy with the slime and then go home and then already having, like, they give birth a few days later to a fucking goblin thing, and they're like, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nyar. Me not already having a child idea for Cherish. Aww. Froblin. Yeah, frog goblin. Furblin. Aww, a furblin. I want a furry goblin. I know the way Bregov was made, because he was found in the middle of the woods crying and sad. Someone might have nutted in a Gelblin, and the Gelblin had him and then fucked off, because Gelblins aren't really the most... I don't want to say attentive. They're not the most attentive of parents.
Well, so,
Because I'm
okay.
assuming Gelblins are able to fend for themselves the moment they're born.
Yeah. Basically, once a Gelblin is born, they can immediately get up and start like moving around and getting their own food and living.
So when a Gelblin gives birth to a half Gelblin, they're just like, what the fuck do I do with this? Why is it crying? Why is it making weird noises? Get up. Stop being lazy. You know, is it kind of like that?
Yep.
I present Motley a bone-on Gelblin. Cute. A goblin, specifically, if it's a half Gelblin. To be fair, most character backstories can start with someone might have nutted. Someone might have nutted. My parents might have nutted in each other. But no, I know Bregov was found in the middle of the woods being a sad crybaby infant and was picked up by a dwarf near Holdot who was like, oh, fuck, is that a... What the fuck is that? And then picked him up and took care of him. So now he doesn't know exactly what he is, but I'm assuming his dwarfish father figure has given him theories. Like, listen, kid, I'm not gonna lie to you. You look like a fucking Gelblin, kind of, but you're obviously not full. You're probably some sort of shade elf because of your skin color. So now he's like, well, it's gonna be real hard to find my slime mother. So now he's trying to find his, elfish father, whoever that may be. He's trying to figure out who got freaky with a fucking... Who got freaky with a slime. Is that the bear man? It is the bear man! Also, hi, Laros. Tell me your story, traveler. Okay, so my dad was balls deep in my mom. Maybe start a bit later.
Yeah.
Okay, so it all started when my dad was, his pull-out game was weak as fuck. Also, I now want to make a cute little furry goblin with a little tail. Come on.
Cute.
You gotta let me. I want to make it a little cat, babe. Come on.
Godspeed.
I want to make a little cat. I want to make a little cat goblin. I am... It all started with this motherfucker, my dad. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they do. What was I gonna ask? Fuck, I had a question. Right, if two half-Gelblins, aka goblins, get together and have Babby, do they end up making a basically goblin together? And is that how it's gonna become its own race?
Pretty much.
Where they just start loving on each other?
Yeah.
I also know you mentioned that they're technically hermaphroditic.
Yeah, so much like Gelblins are hermaphroditic,
Technically, yes.
they can interbreed with whatever, whoever, whenever. The goblins also have this trait. No matter what their gender is.
They're like snails.
Yeah, they're a bit like snails.
Do I have to shoot someone with my love darts?
No.
Could you imagine if someone in this stream had bunny-eared goblins? Oh, man! You can see the bunny-eared goblins? I have bunny-eared goblins. They're very cute. Oh yeah, C1 still has that love potion. We do. I want Levosh to drink it just to see what would happen. Imagine nothing. Nothing happens at all because he's not allowed to have love.
Oh.
That would be sad, actually. Or, you know, a Bonan. Yeah, you could have a bunny. Now C2 has a love potion. That's true! We have a love potion in both campaigns because one of Lillian's characters said, ooh! Yeah. I know that bitch is gonna spike Gregor's drink. I just don't know when. It's gonna be funny. Wait, what if characters from C1 and C2 drink the potions and fall in love across timelines?
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't be across timelines per se, but it would definitely be like across the sessions. Of course we have love potions. We do! And it's not just any love potion. If we bought it, its description is, makes something fall in love with you. Not someone, something. And the way it works apparently is you drink it and something out in the world somewhere it falls in love with you. Yeah, and it has a question mark at the end. So it could be a fucking rock for all I know. Also, we don't know if that thing that falls in love with us appears in front of us, has to come find us, even knows how to come find us. It's the most vague fucking love potion in the world, and it's fucking hilarious as a result.
So that's just what you guys are guesstimating that it does.
We don't know what it does.
Yeah.
I have to sneeze. There we go.
Pleasure.
A Tarrasque awakens under the city with a need to find a random femboy. Yeah, like, we don't know how it works. We've never used them. because we're scared to use them. Thank you for the blimps. Thank you for the bad explosion. I have another one coming soon. Hold on. Okay, I should be good. Yeah, make something fall in love with you? I really want to know what it does. So, okay, two. Fuck me! Can I stop? Whoever's talking about me, stop it! I'm sick of sneezing. But, so two goblins, if they come together and they have babbies, then that means the DNA kind of stabilizes and they become like a full-on race.
Yeah. It's not happening yet because it's fairly fucking new because, you know...
There's only like 5 goblins in the whole fucking world.
There's only a couple, yeah.
Try finding a potion master. They likely can find the exact effect. That's true. For me. Wait. Fuck! Babe, I keep sneezing.
I know.
I love that the characters about the love potion are Stoic Teen Mom and Fujoshi Dragon. I'm allowed to sneeze! Who are you, my cat? This is why y'all are sick all the time. Because I'm sneezing? It's just allergies. It's pollen season. Oh, Cecil's in bed. Leg. But, yeah, fun fact. Every time we sneeze, if Cecil's awake and we scare him, he will yell about it. He will me. He'll get on to us for sneezing. It's kind of funny. Cease. Nar. I'll mute next time. Alright, so is there anything else we need to know about the goblins? Any news?
I mean, other than breeding being available across whatever gender you choose.
Oh, that's true. You could be any gender, but the sex is always usually the same, which is both.
Yeah. Any goblin communities forming yet? No, they're way too niche, and they're usually either outsiders or hidden in cities. Like, Pordrid has a few goblins, but they're not very out and about. They're kind of cloistered and kind of kept away from society. Because in Pordrid, they still haven't got the memo, nor do they really care about the province of Cal's law. Joblins are still hunted.
It's true. Hania can't, like, crack down on everything. Even though she's trying. She's trying very hard to, like, put a clasp on everything. She's even using her alliances that she's formed to pull, like, people around to be like, listen, fucker, I understand fighting and having to kill for the sake of protecting yourself, but don't go after harmless shit. The law should be the same as how you do it with, like, a regular fucking person. If someone comes up to you with a knife threatening your life, you're gonna have to take them down if they're, like, actually trying to kill you. It should go the same with monsters. If the monsters are actively not trying to kill you and are pretty cool and friendly and some can even talk, maybe don't attack them, you know?
So Pordrid, you're gonna not get a lot with their
Well, she's
culture.
not allied with them, sadly.
Yeah, and neither with Imperia, you're probably not gonna get them to go on your side either. The only ones that really would are Harborton naturally. Everything in the province of Call would listen. Maybe Adamantale.
Probably not Tartaron. She's not really allied with Tartaron.
Knife wife.
Knife wife! Yeah, Sugar Skull said, I guess it's a good thing I drew Cherish looking a little androgynous out of her doll suit. It's kind of hard not to draw them androgynous.
And also, as they get more sentience, they'll have more... They may have more gender...
Variants.
Variants.
Well, because they can move their slime around, so if it's like, I feel like a girl, they can give themselves, like, fake slime boobies.
Big fat titties and a big old butt.
I drew one of those.
And it's like, oh, I want to feel like a dude, and they give themselves big square shoulders and fucking, big old bulge down there.
Big old bulge, even though it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Is a good thing. Oh yeah, yeah. So niche interaction. What about goblins or were species, or goblins and of haunted?
So goblins for were species. So like, let's say a goblin and like a
A were Hoonvord.
yeah, a werehunvard kind of went at it. It would probably make a more like small dog boy.
Oh.
Um,
And a haunted. Haunteds can't have kids.
haunted can't reproduce.
Haunteds are dead.
Yeah,
Knife life? Knife wife, exactly. Wait, was I mentioned? I don't think so.
Oh, Port Drid, not
Oh,
Port Dread.
he's saying Port Drid.
Port Drid is a different city-state in Vand to the west.
Goblins out here unlocking new genders, yeah. Because we were
Yeah.
talking about Harborton and killing things. We were talking about Harborton and killing things earlier.
Yeah.
Your fish time is coming. Yeah, we're just covering goblins real quick. Because I am curious about them, because I made one. It's Brekov.
Yeah, and he can carry some man's baby.
And he can knock up a lady.
And he can knock up a lady. It's pretty crazy.
Oh man, Stelia is gonna be devastated.
It's not going to stop her from trying.
She's like, listen, who said a haunted can't knock up another haunted? I'm not done with you.
She's like, I'm a drinker for a reason, baby. Get over here.
Here's the Gatorade. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Hoping Basil's bones is just gonna be dust. He's just, oh no.
It's that fucking one meme of the fucking alien.
Oh. Where she's sitting there smoking a cigarette, looking revitalized, and he's just the fucking dead alien mummy meme. I heard poor Dread instead of a port. Poor Lily. Poor Basil. That man. Yeah, post on MVC. He found it.
I found it. There we go.
Here, I'll It's my favorite. Hold on. I'm gonna come over here real quick. So I can do this. There it is. Oh, hey, you guys see my cookie clicker? Do you like my cookie clicker up in the background? But that's my favorite fucking meme. This is Basil. It's just gonna be
Active
dead.
look at Basil and Stelia.
Poor Basil. He's going to be drained dry. Desmond, how many hours do you have in Cookie Clicker? In Steam? Because if we're counting all my hours, probably thousands upon thousands. But in Steam, so far I have 706.
You have a problem?
No, we don't. No. There was someone I was gonna ask, but I don't remember. Also, I can get rid of this. Goodbye, Breckle.
See you later, Ellie.
Goodbye, Ellie. Have a good sleep. I'm trying to remember what the fuck else I was gonna ask about my goblin. Oh yeah, he does have like little marks. Are those allowed to just naturally occur? Because I know you said goblins come in, or gelblins come in different colors. And I would like to think that he can just kind of go into any color, like dominoes or like...
He cannot.
Why not?
So he can only be the chromatophore that his parent was upon birth. So
So he'd be like a gray?
he'd be like a purpley gray.
Because he is part dark elf.
Yeah, shade elf.
Shade elf, that's right. And that's where the dark hair comes from.
Correct.
And the, like, pallid skin.
Yeah.
Purple gray. Pray. Grurple. So, like, the colors are part of the Gelblin's DNA?
Correct. So you can basically breed whatever new thing. So like let's say you are in a relationship with a Gelblin and you want your son to be like more red, to be cool, to look awesome on the battlefield because you're like a warrior, say, you can keep on feeding your partner like a lot of red foods.
Here's
Like,
rubies. Eat the rubies, sweetie. Shoves.
no, you have to give them fruits and stuff. So it's
Okay.
like anything that
Here,
dissolves.
apple.
Well, apple will turn not quite as
Cherries.
red. Yeah, cherries would probably be the.
Raspberries.
So yeah, you'd fucking make them completely red, and then it's mashing
All right, it's go
visceral
time.
cloth.
How long does the gestation period usually last?
For goblins, anywhere between.
Well, for Joblins first.
For jublins, like a couple days.
So you nut, and then like 3 days later, a baby pop out.
Baby pops out and they go off to do their own thing.
So you could have a whole ass litter within a month.
Correct.
Jeez.
Which is why jublin populations need to be kept in check by rookie adventurers and even some, experts, because if you let them keep on propagating,
It'll get crazy.
bad news.
But I
Yeah.
mean, hear me out. An absolute freak of a homan, keeping a cute little purple Joblin lover safe, and then just knocking them up every 3 days. End up with like
So-
10 kids, and they're like, oops.
So for goblins, it's gonna take at least like 7 to 9 days.
Oh, if it's a half breed.
Correct.
Got it. So, knock them up, have like 10 babies in a year.
Correct.
Jesus Christ.
You can, but you don't have to.
Bro's trying that Matsuda method.
Yeah.
I was just asking though. And then they have just a bunch of gobbo babies. But I know no homan is that fucking crackheaded.
Well,
Okay, I'm sure there's at least one homan out there that's that crackheaded.
yeah.
So goblins pop out looking similar to the color of their parent at the time of what they were eating. So that means a Gelblin, if they're pink at the time, they have like a slightly less pink half-breed baby. Like, I'm just using Homan as the outlier here because it's the easiest template to go with.
Correct. Yeah.
So then let's say that same parent, half a year later, has been eating a lot of food that makes them more blue. Then they pop out with like a pastel blue baby.
Correct.
Oh my god.
Because it still takes from the home and parent just
7 to 9 days in my womb, and he comes out looking like his fucking Joblin dad.
yeah. And also, since they're pretty elastic, it's still going to be painful coming out, but it's going to be way less painful than like
Actual
a
childbirth.
full skeleton. Yeah.
A full skeleton.
Wow.
Dorks, you're a dork.
Can't call me that. I'm horse.
Horns. Okay, well, now I know.
Yeah, dude.
That's all I needed. I feel like Bregov might end up, if he can't find his Alf dad, because how the fuck are you gonna find that? He might try and look for another goblin. Because right now he's just pretending he's a really short shade elf, right? He's like, no, I'm just a weird shade elf. Don't look at me. Ha, I know my ears are big. Why are you staring at them? Stop. No, haha, don't look at them. But like, he's also got just a fat ass.
Yeah, he's got a big breedable dumper.
He's also just got a fat fucking ass. So I feel like while he's pretending to be a shade elf, he's gonna try and look for other goblins. Because I feel like he's tried to talk with Gelblins before, and most of them aren't as on the same par of intelligence as other certain Gelblins, as well as like goblins and other humanoid races. So he's like, wow, y'all ain't much for conversation. So he's trying to find his own people, like goblins.
Right.
So who knows? Maybe we'll find a couple of them and start some sort of community of some sort. Are there Fleeman goblins? Are there Fleeman goblins?
There can be.
What would they look like?
Really, really small. Round.
Fleeblins.
All kinds of, messed up, because those are two very
Different races.
baby races.
And I know you mentioned Beastkin is allowed to have them as well.
Correct.
Are Are the Gelblins just like the DNA to make a chippy version of something?
Pretty much, yeah.
So if you were to make... If an equestrian and a Gelblin were to get together, they would make like a tiny horse.
Like a
Like a
fucking My Little Pony
like a
horse.
cute little pony. Like a My Little Pony that can walk on 2 feet. Dwarf goblin. Bro, that would just make a normal person.
Yeah.
I would just make a normal person with ears. Shit, now I want to draw Gelblins and their, like, hybrids.
Hybrid.
Yeah. A
Swaggin'
Swaggengelblin?
Gelblin.
What would a Swaggengelblin look like?
Fish! They're like little Murlocs. They're Murlocs.
Oh my god, they're Murlocs. What a Flanborn Goblin?
Then that's straight up a goblin.
That's just a goblin, yeah. With tiny little tusks in their mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my god, babe!
Empyrean and Gelblin is Spyro. Yeah!
Babe, we're going over here and I'm drawing this.
Yeah!
I have to draw the Gelblins. It's not even... Oh god. Okay, so we're gonna do a fun little thing. Y'all ready? You're not ready. So, let's write down all of the humans, all the humanoid creatures. There's human. I'm gonna do this. Humanoid. Don't worry about it, y'all. Gelblin plus Plenthian. A pebble! Fucking pebble. I don't know if... Can Plenthians knock things up? Can Plenthians get things pregnant?
No, they don't have the means.
Okay, sorry. Davian can't get knocked up.
Well...
I mean, it doesn't mean they can't try, but like... So there's homins, alfs, dwarves... what other humanoids? Shark and Joblin would equal Gabite to me. Me out here quietly making a beeman who wants nothing more than to be the best sugar cuber in the world, literally, to make sugar cubes. That's so cute!
Yeah, Davian can, through better engineering, equip metal with anything he could need. Landboard are humanoids, yes?
Lamborn! That's right, Lamborn.
Right. If you want to go through the spiritual succession, then you can go with what's it called? Phasmites.
I'd consider Phasmite a humanoid of
Swap
some
out
sort.
parts like a bionicle. Okay.
Okay. And then the Beastkin, we got the Hoonvard. The Bears.
Erstein.
Ursines. You might need to pull up the,
The character primer.
yeah.
Got you.
So, dog, bear, cat, Keton, horse,
Equestrian.
equestrian. I'm sorry, I mean Gibkiv? God damn it, phone. Hit? I mean Gibble, not Gabite. Are you okay, Dread?
Yeah, my homie Gibkev.
Gibkiv. Alright, so we got... I wrote down Phasmites.
Goonie?
I'll be putting a Goonie below Beastkin in like the
That's fair.
in like the
Alf.
reptile race.
Alfdorf, Fleeman, Landborn, Empyrean, Gelblin, Swaggin.
I'll be putting Slogs in there
Haunted.
too.
And then that's it.
No. I need to see all the Beastkin. I got the humanoids: the Homan, Alf, Dwarf, Lamborn, and Phasmite.
Yeah, Hoonvard, Keton, Equestrian, Erstein, Satyr,
I got
Wheatling,
Hoonvard,
Bonan, and
Keton,
Tosker.
Equestrian, Erstein, Satyr. That's the that's goats.
Go to Rams, yep.
After Satyr,
Tweetling,
birds,
Bonan,
bunnies. I'm gonna put the bunnies up here.
and
because
Tosker.
fluffy. Fucking squirrel ass bitches.
Whoa.
You heard me. Squirrel ass bitches.
But yeah, Swaggin and Jelblin babies would make fucking Murlocs.
I feel like they'd be cute.
Yeah.
Toadsker.
Getting banned from a draw. Oh no. I'm sorry, I couldn't play yesterday, dude. My back was blasted.
Yeah. He needed the Shweebies. That's mostly what he did. He just slept all day. Because he was in very much pain. Okay, and then I'll do reptiles. Which is, well, technically reptiles. Scaled beings. I'll write Scalekin. Make it sound better. We got the Swaggin. The Inferior. Well, I guess it would go Inferior, Swaggin, and Goonie. I'll go with Goonie first. Inferior. And I'm probably not spelling this right, but I don't care. This is for me to remember. And then the Swaggin. Okay, so am I missing anyone else? Plenthians. I know Plenthians are a thing.
Jumping air for Goofus, yeah. I wanted to play yesterday, but everyone was like, "You fuck off." I'm
Yeah,
like,
you shut up and lay down. Go to bed.
Depression.
Okay, what else?
That's...
Working time question. Spirit. I'm just writing down all of them right now. And a haunted. These are like the non-biological species. What else? Fleamen! I'll put Fleamen technically around Beastkin.
Sure.
Nearby. Because they're bugs. Or I guess I'll put them after Scalekin. Fleamen. Alright. They're in their own category. Okay, so final thing. We got Homans, Alps, Dwarves, Lamborn, Phasmites. In the Beastkin, we got the Hoonvards, Ketons, Ursines, Bonuns, Totskers, Equestrians, Satyrs, and Tweetlings. In the Skeleton category, I've got the Aguni, the Inferians, and the Swaggin. And then I have the Fleamen, and then Spirits, Haunted, and Plenthians. And Jelblin. Jelblins, right. I'll put them below Fleamen, because I feel like it. Anything else I'm missing, or is that it?
Werebeast, but I mean, that's just a hybrid race, yeah, so I think that you got it.
I did it! Okay, so what I'm gonna do is try and figure out what a Jelblin and all these guys' hybrids would look like. Because Jelblins are cute. Fleeman and Jelblin are in the little guykin category. Yeah, pretty much. They were in the little guy spot. Can all species breed with all races?
Yeah, pretty much, except for, well, I mean, spirits really can't.
Well, because they can't have kids.
Yeah.
So, spirits will not have babies. Haunteds will not have babies.
Not haunted,
and Plentians will not have babies.
Correct.
So these are the not having baby category.
Plenthians can, quote-unquote, have offspring, but they just kind of shatter off parts of their element into a new being. Rather than,
I see. What is it called?
Mitosis.
Yeah, mitosis. They're like worms where they can separate and hell, look, they got a new one. But anything can have kids with anything. Homans can have kids with Bonuns.
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice. Dwarves can have kids with Inferians.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Davion will help find a new way for Plenthians to reproduce. Nice.
You could distill part of that kind of shattering energy into some sort of cell. We'll talk about it Some other
Basically,
time.
Davian and Metal could have babies, is what
And
I'm hearing.
technically, with the way Basil's going, he could have babies.
How?
You'll see. You can't just know everything
All these
the
people
time.
out here in loving relationships, and all of my characters are sad and single. What the fuck? The music. Hey, the music's great. Listen, Kirby is great. It's appropriate for what we're talking about. Alright, so I'm gonna draw a Joblin. What our Joblins look like usually?
Gel creatures.
Thank you, that helps.
Goo slime.
Thank you, that helps. I mean, like,
Small
body
babies.
shape-wise.
Round and goopy.
Thanks. Davion at middle level defy biology and get you pregnant.
Yeah. Get him.
They will work with your biology and get you pregnant. What a Joblin look like. Spherical! Yeah. Cause when I hear...
They look like little goopy goblin.
Cause when I think of regular
slimes.
slimes, I think of like... You know, like, this is like standard slime, right? Cherish is forever child size because doll suit. Little. I know Rembrandt wants to eventually carve her a better looking suit because, holy fuck, the old one is terrifying. He's gonna Yasify Cherish. Also, it's kind of falling apart and it's old wood. He's like, girl, your acid is ruining it. So, I know when you made Cherish, you gave her a humanoidish body. Cherish and Maestro getting carved together. Huh. What kind of ears would a Joblin have? Because I usually pictured the ears like just big and floppy like this. He is not paying attention.
What I do? I'm so sorry.
I'm asking about Joblins.
Okay, what's happening? Como se dice spaghetti?
I said, how do you usually picture their ears? Because I picture them all big and like floppy.
Yeah, they're usually like big and outward.
like this.
Yeah.
And if they're like a wear bone on for some reason, those ears will go up.
They go up, or they flop down.
Or they can flop. I'm leaning in on the idea of Maestro adjusting her appearance based on the other members of the party. Cute. Can I post my Joblin drawing in VC? Yeah! It'll help. Mouth for reverence. Oh, mouth from reverence. Yeah. Obviously, you're gonna get giant spiky wings from Lava. Me waiting for sugar to post Joblin.
And if you don't, I'm gonna eat your bone.
Aw, cute. Squishy baby.
Yeah.
Squishy baby.
I want to squish.
That means she eats a lot of green and her
Mellow down.
core.
Squishy baby.
I was actually thinking Lavash's hair. Dude, that'd be sick. Lavash, you can't have my hair. Not understanding. No, don't take my hair.
And then looks at Yaxtel. Nothing from you, thank you.
Trying to draw
Crazy
a little
ass
friendly
Yakastel.
creature. I love Yakastel.
Yaxtel, the Burning Sands, is a fucking crazy son of a bitch.
I know I draw them with 3 fingers. They have 3 fingers?
Yeah.
Is this accurate? Okay.
Correct. Cool. Yaxtel would more than likely lose both arms before he lets Maestro get scarred like that.
Aw.
You guys didn't even like a fish.
Who are you?
Dread. You know who I am. You're okay.
Error.
You know what? I'm feeling kind of cute with the Joblin. I'm gonna be cute with it.
You cute with it?
Yeah. I see. I am now the bunny. It's me.
Honestly, Rusty's scaring me.
Rusty's picture made me sad, which is why I drew Lavash hugging him. Bonan. Yeah. Holy farticles. Me one been burping.
No, I'm real burpy bumbingus.
Also, my brain's also been mean to me about Lavash.
Yeah, especially about John being like, "I was a different man."
He's like, what the fuck do you mean by that, Dad? What do you mean?
Don't worry about it ever.
Dad, you're ruining my immersion of you being a good father.
He was a great dad. Fuck you, you hater ass fish.
He was a great dad, but I mean, he didn't keep a cap on homegirl. Anyway, y'all will get to learn that shit later. I'm trying to remember how thumbs go. How do thumbs work? Trying to make it look like a cutie. Okay. It's also kind of goopy, so here's like little drippies. Like little slime goo. Give it thick. And give it little short ass legs. We'll also give it tiny little feet. This is a Legend of Zelda ass looking character.
A two-fourths of my characters have tragic backstories. Gets good. Leon led them to a fourth. Look, man, don't.
Okay, I drew a little Gelblin.
Yeah,
You better fucking appreciate them, babe.
I do. He's adorable.
Okay, I don't even know what they are, but they're goopy. And they have a single little goop coming off their ears. Okay, so this is typically what a normal Gelblin looks like. They're just kind of cute and goopy.
Yep.
Sometimes they have hair that looks kind of like, or kind of looks like hair, but it's like their goop.
But it's more like, yeah, it's more goo runoff.
Where it's like, ooh, what's this? Oh, it's just goo.
Just goo.
But it looks like hair. This is a self-portrait. What the fuck? Two-fourths of my characters have tragic backstories, and that's because I let Leon do it to them. As you should. Dread. Oh no, Dread keeps getting disconnected and reconnected. Also, let me get a sip and a stretch. We'll do a hoot. Oh, I should probably save this, huh? I have not saved this yet. There we go. While I'm drawing Gelblins, do you want to cover the swaggin so Dread doesn't cry?
Armor, is she even here?
Yeah.
Dread! We're gonna talk about goblins. We're gonna talk about swaggins.
I'm very curious to see where Leon goes with it. Goes with what? The Gelblin stuff? Swaggin stuff or the backstory?
Hi, Salem.
I'm here, fuckface! Okay! Drink.
Ooh.
Someone put me in the spin cycle. I want to hear about everything banned, hence my 5 trillion LCs to explore every microbe of the world. Yeah, same. I feel like that.
So maybe there might be a time when we're talking about fish.
Fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, while you're talking about fish, I'll draw the cute little gelblins.
So yeah, Swaggin.
Hmm.
They're fish.
They are indeed. You're so right, babe. I haven't left LOL just playing Cookie Clicker since I started. I have to look at the log click a lot. I just let my auto clicker run and just call it a day.
Right. The main thing with Swaggin is that. So what I was mainly going to talk about was Deep Swaggin today because I feel like we know quite a bit about the River Swaggin and not a lot about the Deep Swaggin. So if you guys don't know, there's two different races of Swaggin. There's the River Swaggin, which have big old tails and slender bodies and all that stuff.
They're
And
very
they
pretty.
They usually sail around the freshwater ponds and rivers of Vand. They make, home in coves and different caves and stuff like that where they can constantly keep everything moist and, you know, all that stuff. But then you get the deep swaggins of the ocean. They are sea breathers and they're big. They don't usually have tails, but they have massive bodies to compensate and resist the ocean's pressure. They have thicker scales. They have, you know, they're just bigger versus their more like lithe river counterparts. They make civilizations at the bottom of the ocean. There's a few deep swaggin cities that have cropped up in the fucking depths of the oceans.
Are there any deep swaggin that don't even realize like there's people above outside of the water?
Yeah, there are some.
Because they've like never ventured that far?
Correct.
Oh.
They've never gone past their reefs or they've never gone past like a certain depth of the ocean. There's some even that have adapted multitudes of eyes to be able to see down in the deep dark of the ocean.
Do some look like anglerfish where they have the glowy on their head?
No. They usually have like glowy eyes to be able to see
Oh.
in the ocean. And if they were ever to like go above a certain level, their eyes would probably fucking go blind from how much light they don't get to see.
It's gonna be interesting to see if we meet any. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something tells me we won't get to ever see all of the true amount of deep swaggin.
You guys may see a tribe or two, but some are very cloistered, very secretive. They don't really like strangers. There are very few deep swaggin tribes that really make themselves known. But yeah.
So how many penises do they have?
So deep swaggin have 2 penises.
Listen, I just asked the question everyone else wanted to know. Okay?
Did you know that for each deep swaggin in
There's
the
a
world,
deep swaggin dick.
there's a deep swaggin dick?
Now I do. The pressure variance would likely also cause issues with swim bladders, and a lot of fish just kind of pop when they get pulled up quickly. Oh wait, hang on. Like,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
deep swaggin have twin peepees.
yeah, they got 2 peens. I'm just saying, Galeem's a freak. He said, "You have how many?" Also, for those of you who don't know, Galeem is a Homan man, Hania's cousin, actually, who ran into Biohar about 12 years ago and said, "Hey, Daddy, what you doing?" And ended up having some babies with him. Does that mean Sundari's dad, would be one of those tribes that kind of maybe mingle?
Correct. Or it could be one of like those more secluded tribes that wanted to get away from their previous dwellings.
Absolutely fair. You okay?
Yeah.
Does your back hurt? Alright. If your back is starting to hurt, and if you need to lay down,
No,
please
I
do
should be
so.
good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Okay. I don't want you to feel like you have to be up.
But yeah, so deep swaggins, double PPs, and that is for evolutionary causes.
Purposes.
Yeah. Because rivers usually have one.
Mhm.
Fucking mainly because deep swaggins, they can have a misfire and they just sometimes one just doesn't work and they need to propagate their species under all that deep pressure.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am working on half Joblins. Why do you ask? What just doesn't work? Hello? Sometimes it just don't work.
Yeah, sometimes one might misfire, but it's still used to stimulate their mate.
Nice.
Man, this was meant to be more of a Ricardo string. But crazy.
You know what? Fuck it. You can say it. It's fine.
There is a book made by the beloved Creasone Keats.
Oh no, that's how you know it's gonna be horny.
And
Did
it has
Croissant just bang Swaggins too?
he banged lots of races.
What races
banged-
did he not bang? I'm assuming Plinthians, because they didn't exist at the
Well,
time.
they didn't exist yet, yeah.
But then when they started existing, I'm assuming he banged at least one.
No, he was too old.
Oh no! You're never too old to bang a monster.
Well, he is now. He's got grandkids and stuff, and a house in Herberton. Well, not anymore, really, but
I'm trying to think of any other races he might have not banged. I can't think of any other than Plinthians.
yeah.
What do I feel like he's banged a Joblin? Babe, has he banged a Joblin?
Yeah.
Thank you. You know the NSP song about Danny's Sex World Tour? Same guy. Yeah. I left him spitting in Britain and had sex so hard with Lima we landed in Argentina. That one. Then things got BG and Fiji. I had a four-way in Norway and started breeding with Sweden. New Zealand got a busted. Listen! NSP is great. I'm gonna go to a go adventure. It wasn't a great plan, but it was a plan. It was a plan. Listen, it was a plan.
Yeah.
Do not frick the Fleaman. Why not? We really tried, man. We tried our
Oh, no,
best.
he pounded out some bees and beetles and wasps in his day.
I mean, the bees are cute, so I don't blame him. I cannot blame him at all. The bees are cute.
Yeah.
Can you guys blame him? The bees are cute. Fuck, now I kind of want to see what a goblin bee would look like. Why do I feel like that's terrifying? I'm assuming it would be like some sort of goblin that's yellow and slightly fuzzy, and it would have like a little butt. I don't know. I'm here. I'm the artist.
Yeah.
I'm just in a cookie chain right now. So I'm making sure to get those before I continue drawing.
Yeah.
And the other, like the non-Gelblin trait would give them their height as well.
Would give him some height, yeah.
He did it for the Busy Bees friend and family discount. Oh no.
Honestly, I don't think Bregov would go above 4 feet because fucking elves are so small.
All are like 5'5" to 5'7".
Yeah, I don't think he'd go above 5 feet then.
I made him 4'11".
Yeah.
He little. The
Well,
jealous honey.
he's probably on the higher end of,
Oh, he definitely
half-elf.
is. He's a lot taller.
because he
than
would probably
average.
be like 4'6" on average, as in
As a Gelblin.
as a Gelblin Alph
How
hybrid.
tall are Gelblins?
Gelblins are not very tall at all. They are
Give me height.
about
Give me a height comparison. That way I know how tall this little guy is.
3'2" for masculine, 2'8" for feminine.
Okay, I'm gonna say 3 feet just in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I guess I can make him 4'10". Make him a little shorter.
I would even say 4'8", and he's still in the higher echelon.
Mm-hmm.
4'8", baby.
I just don't like making characters too small. Because
It's
I
too-
like a size difference, but if we're like pushing 3 feet, I'm like, no. That's too little to me.
Baby.
It's too baby.
You're too little.
No, I'm not that little.
I might change his character sheet real quick then before I forgot. The gel is honey, like, and they have big red sparkly eyes. That'd be cute. Well, half goblins aren't really gel.
Yeah, they're more.
So he'd just be
Solid.
a cute, thick, fuzzy bee.
Yeah.
Like fuzzy bee goblin. Dem's impedible. Oh yeah, I forgot I did grammary shit. Oh, I made him 4'10" on my sheet. I'll make him 4'9". So,
There we go. I made him just a little shorter. Little boy. Little.
Desmond doesn't like characters that are too small because he plays these games for escapism. Listen, if I'm playing a character that's below 4 feet, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
And that's why I think I make a bunch of tiny fucks, because I'm a large man.
That's why I made a 7-foot tall dragon. Cause I'm trying to compensate.
Yeah, because you're too small and baby.
Okay, so homins are usually around 6 feet to 5'10".
Yeah.
So I'll say 5'10". Dwarves,
Dwarves on average are about 7 foot.
okay. Oh wait, that's elf. How tall are elves?
Elves are usually 5 feet on average.
Little. Lamborn, about 6'5".
About 6'5" between.
Phasmites,
Phasmites are around 5'6".
sweet. Okay. Now I can start drawing these little guys. So Gelblins are around 3 feet in average. And if it was a homin, he would reach 4.5, I guess? 4.5 to 5 feet?
Yeah.
On average?
But just about.
Because let's see, if this is 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Well, this is technically 2. Hold up. Let me make sure I have the height measurements correct. So if this is 3, this would be 6. So what are the beauty conventions, social hierarchies, and things like that for the deep swaggin? Is a
Beauty
butterfly flaming called a butterman? Oh.
Yeah.
I would call him a flutterfly.
A Flutterman. What are beauty conventions for Deep Swaggin? Deep Swaggin is they pride themselves more off of strength and community and stuff like that. So they love how thick scales are. Thick scales are their favorite thing. Muscles are kind of like what they look at a lot.
They like
both-
muscle mommies, got it.
Yeah, and muscle fathers.
Muscle mommies and daddies.
They like shows of strength. That's like one of their big things. So if a Deep Swaggin would have watched Nidari buckle metal, they would have probably had an instant boner.
He's like, whoa, listen, mama, come here. Bet you should have waited. Bet you wish you should have waited for Vastros to be there. I'm teasing, by the way. So yeah, they prefer strength and muscle over litheness, quickness, and beauty.
Mhm.
Because I know river swagons are like, you have to be thin and pretty, and your scales have to be small. I'll suplex him and then smooch him. Oh, I see.
Damn.
Suplex Vastros, got it. Give him a real
Vastros.
show of strength. Suplex his dumbass.
And then he'll pick your uppy
Picky up.
over his head.
That'd be cute.
Cute.
Cute. There we go. I made it equal and everything. Okay. So
Mothman.
a moth fleaman is a mothman. Moth fleamans give thanks. A black moth with red eyes who is obsessed with maps. He is Mothman. Cute. Wait, which one has the tails again? Rivers.
Rivers.
Deep swagons usually don't have tails. Which is why Nidari is a true hybrid, because she has tails, but she's also thick.
She also has thick scales.
Meanwhile, Lantros is mostly river, because I know he's got a couple of thicker scales here and there, but it's not nearly as crazy as like Vastros, and he also has a big old tail
Mhm.
that helps him swimmy. She big, yeah, she big. Meanwhile, Lantros
Does
is
have
like
the muscle.
little.
Yeah. Vastros is a large dude.
Big,
No tail.
big boy. The salt irritates her a little bit. Yeah, the salt is an irritant because of that river trait she's got. I know Lantros can't deal with the ocean at all. He's like, this place sucks. It's hard to breathe in. I don't like it. Man, I'm just looking at the height differences. So if an elf would be right here, then average would be about here. Homan would be about here. I'll make the Homan a little stretched out with like ready face. They're gonna fight. They're ready to fight. See? Maybe they're casting magic.
No water and salt block.
She gotta go sit in some fresh water, desalinate, no
Yeah.
longer be salt block. Yeah. Does freshwater bother Vastros or nah?
No.
I figured. He's like, this isn't as bad.
Yeah.
Outside of Arwen, beef with Deepswagon. Besides this, got it. Is there actually animosity among the two species besides Arwen?
So they have an ancient kind of grudge where they like everyone kind of forgot why the fuck they're mad at each other. It's just a deep swagan will never truly trust a river swagan and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Just needs to like people just forgot because it's just one of those ancient historical grudges, but the whole reason why is because there was a big fight over who the grand water goddess would be. It would either be the water bearer or the tide mother, and the tide mother kind of won, and ever since then it was just everyone believes in this tide mother, the bringer of water and the giver of the tides. Crunchy green grape.
Crunchy green grapes. Crunchy green. Bro, we have green grapes. I could go get some. I could totally go get some grapes right now. So Arwen's racist because they couldn't figure out which goddess they wanted.
Well, no, Arwen's fucking racist because he's a piece of shit. Like that's not like
You
that's
know
his
what?
own
That's
thing.
fair.
Sometimes you don't need reasons to just not like people because sometimes you're just not a good person, and Arwen is part of that.
Arwen's not a good person.
No, like I'm not gonna give him the pass.
And it's funny because it's like his parents were so cool. What happened?
Sometimes, kids make up their mind.
Yeah, culture shapes them more. Parents can't do everything to keep their kids from not being dickheads.
Yeah, because especially when Walu passed away early in their lives, it's not like he had any kind of like fatherly kind of guidance.
Mm-hmm. Ah, so you're saying it's fatherless behavior.
But it's also Biohar was the one that hung out with their dad the most.
Cute hug. When you mean who would be the goddess, was it like an actual incarnation thing? I think it was more of just there's two regional goddesses and they were trying to figure out which one was more appropriate.
Yeah.
Which, that can happen. That's actually what happened in ancient Canaanite, regions, if anyone knows, like, Christian theology. Or I guess Jewish mythology? I don't know, both. It's the same thing, kind of. You'll know that there was actually infighting with this god named Baal, and that's because they were both, before, Jewish stuff started becoming really crazy. Baal and Yahweh were both, like, storm gods and sometimes warrior gods, and they were trying to figure out who the better god was. So the Bible basically just went on a fucking smear campaign of Baal. They're like, this guy sucks. He doesn't even answer his followers. Ours does, though. Come worship us. Like, so I could definitely see that. Beef like that happened everywhere, especially when there's pantheons with, like, similar or same goddesses or gods doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Helania taking Volda's light. Heretic! That's my inner Gregor, don't mind me. Gregor would be so fucking upset if he learned that Helen sucks balls.
Balls.
But yeah, it just kind of happens sometimes.
Yep.
It makes sense.
Yep. Like, I'm not excusing Arwen's behavior. He chose
He's
it
just
himself.
a shithead. Fatherless fucking behavior. Ugh, gross. Listen, that wild bill's really got me. I keep burping, please. Please help me. Alright, anything else about the Swagans? Ugh.
I don't know. What do you want to know?
I mean, Dread's the one who's got the Swagan.
Yeah.
Cute hugs. Everyone's just hugging in chat. I'm just cute. I'm just drawing out the cuties.
Yeah.
More Diddy Kong Racing. Who were Biohar and Arwen's parents? Oh, I know
Parents?
them.
Yeah, Walu and Shishi.
Walu and Shishi. They had a big old clutch of Eggos. And, they actually were struggling to have Eggos. And I believe Rosalie,
Mm-hmm.
a lady named Rosalie, acted as surrogate pretty much, with Eileen, helping with the child rearing, essentially. Eileen Huldiford, Gregor's mother. And this was like 10, 12 years ago?
Yeah, about.
And they had Biohar, Walia, Arwen, piece of shit,
and Nina.
and Nina. Oh wait, they didn't have any others besides them?
No.
Okay.
The rest died.
Oh, that's sad. So yeah, Nina is a half Swagan because while Rosalie was surrogating, one of her eggs also got impregnated, so a half Swagan was born to the clutch. And or to, I guess, the spawn. A clutch would be like snakes. Spawn and roe are usually fish.
Yeah.
So she was like, oops. That was a big old oopsie whoopsie. That was a big old oopsie poopsie.
The odds of Swaggin actually having a baby with something other than a Swaggin. So the thing is with Swaggin, even with pure birth, it's very tough to have all the kids, if not like even half of them, survive. So, in context,
Well, because there's like 7 or 8 eggs that get fucking
yeah, like so,
that get fertilized.
yeah,
It's
so,
like frogs or fish. It's like, oh yeah, some of them just don't.
oh, with also with River Deep. So
Now,
this
what are the
example,
odds
I'm
of a
gonna,
swaggin actually able to breed? Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Oh, and I mean
yeah,
also with
that's what I'm
river
talking
and
about.
deep. Mm-hmm. Okay.
River and Deep are a bit more compatible, but still, it's not. You're not gonna get every egg to survive. It's actually very, extremely rare to have every egg survive,
Mm-hmm.
or to have every tadpole survive rather.
Yeah.
Um, so you'll have a clutch of about 7 to 8 eggs on average. Um, so about 4 of those will actually hatch. The other 4 will be inert. And out of that, you can expect 1 or 2 of those kids to survive. And if the other 2 were kind of swimming around, they'll probably die within the next couple of days.
So yeah, and that's just part of it.
Yeah, so yeah, the odds of Nidari having siblings it's quite slim, but not zero.
The odds of a dark having some but not 0. Yeah, pretty much. Because I know when Galim also did the whole egg surrogacy thing with him and Biohar, he started off with like 5 eggs, I believe. He
5.
started with 5, and then 3 hatched, and then the third one, the little girl, didn't make it very long, and he was fucking heartbroken, dude. Meanwhile, Biohar's like, yeah, we got 2!
Like, holy shit, fucking 2 out of the 3 survived. That is so fucking
And
rare.
he's sitting, Galim's sitting there like, oh, but we could have had 3. And he's all like sad because he's thinking in Homan, you know?
So does that further wrench in? So she can. Okay, so let's say her and Vassos are trying to have babies. I'm just saying that as just like an example. I'm not saying that's what's going to actually happen. Um, but what we're saying is, let's say Nidari has 7 eggs. So she's a deep river hybrid. Deep have more resilient eggs than river swaggin, so she might have a few eggs that are more resilient than the others. So
That's a good
let's
example.
say,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so they implant, and whenever the time comes, about a few days later, for the babies to actually come out, so she'll have her, let's say, 7 eggs, right? So she'll pop them out. Probably about 4 would hatch. Uh, and on average, about, let's say, like the 4 hatch, 2 will probably end up dying, 2 will probably stay, or maybe even 3 will die, 1 will stay.
Mm.
It's tough because it's like it's also depending on the water, like, so it depends on like what if they need more salty water or fresh water, how warm or cold it is, because deep swaggin need more salty and cold water, while river swaggins need warmer, fresh water. And it just like whatever they can kind of breathe in, that's what you want to put them in. And it's very tough to kind of know on the spot because it all happens so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, could you scoop them up before they asphyxiate in water being a newborn? Yeah, but it's so touch and go. But honestly, any kind of survival that's 50% or higher is pretty fucking good.
Mm-hmm. Mrs.
Nidari made
Fish
it from
keeping on track.
yeah, she made it through sheer luck and willpower alone.
Kage's dorm, y'all. I'm clicking all the menus as much as I can. I destroyed one of the fucking wranglers! Actually, it was a pretty good way to test it. I get about 3 in 2.5 hours. 3 quintillion every 2.5 hours. Not bad. I really am curious about the seer too. Yeah, go for it. How
Yeah.
addicted did the dart even make it?
The seer of the cove is Kishar, and she is very, very large and kind and
And
patient.
in charge. Oh.
She's basically a giant koi fish looking swagan,
Pretty!
and she is the seer, and her word is law, and she is very patient, and she is very kind and gracious, and just really wants.
Right.
You know.
Dread also asks,
Why'd you guys find
why the
600
bottom is
eggs?
abandoned, like the bottom of the cove, and why we found like 600 eggs? Probably because it was just old pools.
So the cove was built from the bottom upward, closer to the water level, which is why there's so much water down there. So whenever they were monsters, not really sentient or thinking, they kind of, built down there where the water level was. And then as they were able to kind of expand upward, they did.
Tari's gonna just quietly tuck in the back of her mind, like, bitch, what the fuck?
So that's probably where an old breeding pool was.
Makes sense. So it's just the old stuff.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that it was like a bad place, just an abandoned place. Have they ever thought about going down there and cleaning it out and making it better for themselves as they currently are?
Right. Yeah.
No, I mean, have they?
Have they? I mean,
have they thought about like renovating it and remaking it as they grow again?
so they want to, but like they really don't have the resources between the, interspecies kind of conflict that they have there. And plus they're finally being seen as a people rather than like a subspecies of monster.
Dread said, I think that was our job to fucking clean it out. Yeah, probably. I assume
you
that
guys
the eggs were
definitely
basically
got rid of enough
fossils.
tongue demons and stuff down there.
Yeah, we did. We cleared it out. And yeah, the eggs were like fossilized, pretty much. They were just old. Boy, it's like if Arwen wasn't a dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh, that man's is an asshole. Alright, anything else that we need to know about?
I mean,
Thank you for the pet sugar skull. I can't wait for Nidari to be like, I'm telling Grandma and you. I'm telling Grandma, I'm telling this year.
but yeah, it's funny because David's like, who banished you? I know it's not her. She's too fucking nice.
Grandma's nice. Grandma
Yeah.
didn't do it.
Leon, bet you why? Why you got baby?
Grandma didn't do it. Grandma's cool. Look. Listen, Arwen's a piece of shit. Nidari has 2 knowledge. That's more than 0. Was about to fist fight an army. I just want to pet people that are okay with it. I like pets. I'll take a pet all day. Hugs feel a little too claustrophobic for me, but I'll take a pet. Unless you're wee one, you can hug me all you want. That's just cause I am basically a cat. I have the cat autism that says, no one touch me! Except this one person. She was gonna tear through Rangers to some Guardians of the Galaxy ass music! She was getting ready. Well, it's okay. Gregor went and got his dad. He's like, Dad! It's funny, out of all of the OCs I've ever had, Gregor's the only one that would much rather just run to his dad for stuff. Because he trusts him. Also, it doesn't help that he's baby. He's still baby boy.
Yeah.
He's like 19. He's very young. He's very baby. Desmond shoving whole head under hand for pats. Yeah, gib.
Baby.
Yeah, no, Gregor basically said, I'm gonna go tell my dad on you, and then he did.
Mm.
Because what the fuck is he gonna do with the Scythe of Medulon? He's like, that shit ain't, that's above my pay grade, Dad! The shit you used to do is back. The guy you got rid of, his stuff's back. What do we do with it? Gregor's dad has Nidari feeling dumb as fuck. Dude, Gregor always feels dumb around his dad sometimes. Well, that's not.
Well, David, he's not very smart, but he does have logic.
David's great. I fucking love David. I want C2 to meet Hania.
Mm-hmm.
C1 got to meet Hania.
Yeah.
But I know Hania. She's not gonna give two single fucks about, like, a tiny little party of nobodies. However, she might give a fuck if they manage to find a part of Medulon's scythe. A
Right?
real caveman SpongeBob moment, yeah. I know she'd basically just be like, Captain! Captain! Running to Kestis. Or the Rat King, one of the two. Cheris walks up to Lev with her doll head off and points to the top of her gel hair. The more you pet her, the more she burbles happily. Oh yeah, Lavash finally, I think, pet Cherish.
Yeah.
Because okay, so Lavash has this thing called Gentle Giant Syndrome. He thinks he's absolutely fucking huge because he is. He's 7 feet and his shoulders are broad as fuck and his chest, yeah, he's big. He's real big. But he loves showing affection. He likes petting, he likes hugging, he likes snuggling. But he also understands that he's fucking huge. And he's like, people don't want me to smother them like that. I'm too big. I'm probably scary. And kind of like how you feel, babe. The whole, oh wow, I'm
Yeah.
intimidating and big, even though I'm actually a big
I am.
cuddle bear.
I am.
I love snuggling you. So Lavash is under this impression of, I'm just gonna stand in the back and look awkward and possibly even more scary on accident because I'm just being a little gruff and grumpy about stuff. And I'm mad because I want to hug people, but I can't because I'm terrifying. So he's not gonna go out of his way to, like, hug people or pet people. Leon, I will hug you! Sugar Skull screams. Size doesn't matter. I will suplex all equally. Yeah. We
Sure.
tried to save your husband. And she's like, no, that's cute.
Oh,
Hania would be like, oh, you thought you could do it. Like, she's great, but she's also kind of, I will make my dream come true. Cute! Sugar's dream. Hug me one.
no,
I will hug
Cute.
him for you, but I know it's not the same.
not the same.
It's not the same. Sometimes you just gotta feel it yourself, you know? Sometimes you just gotta truly feel the Leon hug. But yeah, Hania's fun like that. But yeah, Lavash won't go out of his way to, like, hug or pet someone because he thinks he might scare them. And he hates the idea of scaring people, which is why when he grabbed Reverence and Aaron, he was clearly, like, that fucking desperate for some sort of interaction because he was just not feeling good. He needed some sort of hug. I just have pasta. My brain is hyper. What is it with you and getting pasta and pasta, like, hyping
She
you
loves
up?
pasta, you
No,
fucking
she's-
hater-ass fish.
She's allowed to. She's allowed to like pasta. I'm asking why the fuck it gets you hyper. How does pasta make you hyper? I'm curious. But yeah, my baby boy just wants love and hugs and cuddles. It's why he probably hugs Winnie a lot. Because he knows he's not scary to her. So he's always, like, just hugging her and snuggling her. Because he's like, you're the only one that lets me. Thank you for the save. I will save. I'm currently drawing a... I drew a Homan hybrid, and now I'm drawing an Alf hybrid. You said elves are about 5 feet. 6'5", so it'll be about dark here. Little hater-ass fish. Found my new redeem. The save button. Spamming save whenever I can. You know what? That's fair. Make it with cream cheese, pasta sauce, and cheese. Oh. I really want angel hair Alfredo. But it's really hard to find certain foods now. Because one, COVID ruined it, and two, tariffs are ruining it. Y'all, my favorite foods aren't around anymore. Mostly just have to eat ramen now. What else? I was gonna ask something and I don't remember. Leland!
Wow.
I was gonna ask something but I don't remember. Tell me what it was.
I don't know. Was it about Swaggins?
No, it was something else. I think it might be about Swaggins indirectly. I know that the Beastkin are they considered related in a way? Themselves? Because they're all technically animals?
Yeah, they're all part of the origin song, so they're all the same race, just different ethnicities, if that's... or species, rather.
Yeah,
It's
quote-unquote species. So like a Hoonvard and a Keton. How kind of... Like, so that wouldn't be considered hybridizing. Are modern Stoggins still monsters, asks Dread.
well,
Some are, most aren't.
most aren't. Well, at least not the ones. So there are still monstrous Swaggin, but
Like the ones that turn to dust when they die.
yes,
You want pasta Alfredo? Isn't it easy to make? It's easy enough to make. It's hard to find here, especially with angel hair. Angel hair is fucking hard to find now. And it makes me very sad. Because I specifically like angel hair pasta with it. Because it's just so thin and nice. Thank you for the sippy. Make sure to sippy. We've been talking a while.
Cool.
Nice. But, yeah, so back to the question, are modern Swaggins still monsters? Which you said no for the most part, correct?
Yeah, no, for the most part. Yeah, they're still monstrous Swaggin. They're still like ones that turn into dust whenever they die. So that's a big reason. Like that whole turning into dust thing. That's a monster trait. That's why Adelbert, whenever he sliced through Gangler, he knew
Saw him
that he
turn
didn't
into
actually.
dust. He's like,
Yeah. It's like, yeah, that's a monster. That means that, and since it took a human form, it's a trickster that did it to me.
Tee-hee! Vincent Keats tee-heeing. I thought he turned into dust because he got turned into ash. But that was
No.
just me.
I mean, Pyrenia absolutely can turn you into dust and destroy your soul, but no, that was straight up fucking dust from a monster,
Oh, okay.
which is why he knew immediately to look for a spellcaster.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also why Gangler didn't say or do anything, because
Would've given
then
him
it would
away.
have given him away here.
Mm-hmm.
Quote unquote Gangler.
Yeah. Also, I will confirm, the portals were Hanya. Late game alchemists are fucking broken. And they have access to portals. She can literally teleport herself anywhere she wants. As long as she has been there before. And she can set a portal anywhere she can imagine. So... And I think you said she can put up to 3 portals?
Up to 3, yeah.
And those are like portals as in portals you walk through and go from one place to another. Not just I have to put down 2 to open and close. It's
No,
like 3
yeah.
different locations.
Yep.
So let's say she's in Chaldea. She has been in Harborton. She's been everywhere. Oh, fuck. She can go anywhere. Hey, Adelbert, have fun finding her. She's been everywhere.
That's the difficulty.
The potion of random teleportation, let's go. Oh, it's not random. She knows exactly where she's going. But, yeah, the way I know the portals work, let's say she's in Chaldea, vibin', and then, she opens a portal from Fardung. Does she have to open another portal to Fardung? Or does the portal in Chaldea connect to Farthing?
It can't connect farther
Okay.
when she opens up.
So let's say she plops down a portal that opens to Farthing. She plops a second one that opens up to Cagsmeld, and then she plops a third one in Adamantale. She can do that.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
She doesn't have to pop it in front of her. As long as she remembers the location where she's popping it up, that's where it'll pop
And then
up.
they can all show up with her, and she's like, "Hello, I wonder why you've I believe you're wondering why I summoned you today." Like, she is a broken bitch. It's great. I'm not even complaining. I like this green cat badge, but it's not pink, and it's ruining my name aesthetic. Oh, yeah, I did notice that. What is it? Marathon Reveal Runner. What is that? What does that mean? Earned by subscribing during the Marathon Reveal stream. I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna pretend I know what that means. That would save a lot of travel costs. Oh, definitely. It also helps her just go wherever the fuck she wants, and drop in on any of her friends that she feels like, and it's really funny, because Kestis never fucking expects it, and she never warns him. Kestis is the king of the Cerebran Republic. Oh, there I go.
When mentioning the Cerebran Republic.
What?
Or when mentioning the Cerebran Republic dancing.
Yeah, Cerebran Republic does dance. She just pops in dancing. Like, yeah, she just pops in. Marathon of Bungie games, sub for the badge. Oh, okay. I wanted the cat. That's fair. The bouncy bunny tail. I love my bouncy bunny tail. Y'all don't understand how cute the bunny tail is. It's real cute. But yeah, no, she can go wherever the fuck she wants, as long as she's been there. And she's been literally all over Vand proper, so she can literally go anywhere she fucking wants, and it's really funny. Because Adelbert has no clue where she is now.
He's trying.
Good fucking luck, dog. Good fucking luck. But, yeah, that's what that portal was that tried to grab Gangler. Also, I know where she is. She is nowhere near Adelbert. Desmond's clicking the cookie at the speed of sounds. It's called a heaven auto clicker. I can turn it off. See, turn it off, turn it on. Off, on, off, on. Off, on. I am clicking so fast. So many cookies. Ugh. You okay, honey? Do you need to go lay down for your back?
Okay.
You sure? It's been about 3 hours. You could lay down.
No, it should be fine.
I'm worried for my baby. His back hurts still.
I'm here to answer questions.
Mm-hmm. But don't push yourself.
Friendship
Yeah.
requires lore.
I mean, that kind of wraps up the Swagan IMO. Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
and I also don't want to give you absolutely everything.
That's true. You want us to
because-
figure it out. That's the whole point of playing.
Yeah, I
That's
wanna
cheating, though.
show
You're running the
rather than
cookie
tell.
dough this way. Nah. If I take a machine that just hammers everything 100 times a second, the dough will not be crushed into tiny little iotas. It's fine. Sounds like some Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner shenanigans. If I have anything, I'll message you on Discord. Lay the fuck down, says Trit.
Ow.
Lay the fuck down. If your back truly hurts, please do a little lay for me.
Well, that's so mean.
And I will continue to draw goblin hybrids, because I want to see them.
They're
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of babies.
They are babies. They're cute babies. Teehee. Because I'm doing the easy part right now. I'm drawing humanoids. And then I'm gonna start the weird shit. And then I'm gonna start the weird shit. Baller Jenga! What's going on me?
Dude,
Is it gonna
the
be my
fucking-
emotional support Weemon?
Is it gonna be? Dude, I could just imagine Davion making a fucking tadpole like storage area.
And lay it in bed. You're so right. Weemon, go bed.
Okay, I'll see.
Go
what
bed.
Okay. I see. I'm no longer welcome.
You're welcome, but you're also welcome to go the fuck to bed. Hold on, babe. Go the fuck to bed. Go the fuck to bed. Do look at. Go the fuck to bed.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye, sweetie. Please rest.
3 hours of Van talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this gun, just in case he tries to do anything crazy. He is going to lay down. Trying to make sure my gun stays. Alright. There we go. This gun is for if he tries me. Don't try me. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, this is a Pokemon Snap music. Nice. I'm just listening to random Nintendo 64 music. Also, babe, if I have questions, you can just answer it in chat while I'm drawing the creatures. But for now, please rest Dyden back. You need it. Alright, so Wee1 is in bed resting his back. Meanwhile, Gun is steadily trained on chat. Yeah. Y'all guys better fuck watch it. You better watch your shit. What, babe? I'm not angry. I'm just saying. I will save. You are correct. Alrighty. So let's continue drawing cute little samples of the little half-goblins, the little goblins, the gelblins. I would love to make a furry goblin. That would be so cute. I already have Bregov, but what if cute furry baby? You know? And this is the Alf. And you're cool with them having 3 fingers? Okay. Also, I'm giving them that Legend of Zelda body shape on accident. I'm giving them, like, the whole short-ass legs. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Mind Goblin! I still have a gun, Penguina. You want to make those jokes while I'm holding this? Okay. I'm also just kind of giving them androgynous body shape. I'm sure there's more masculine and feminine bodies, but for now I'm giving them neither. Give them long, pretty hair if they are an elf. Okay, elf. Elf hybrid. Alright, so a dwarf would be pretty tall. So this would be 7 feet. Oops. I'm gonna do this. 7 feet. Well, maybe it's a little taller than that. Benui. I wish the Benuis would give me eggs. Ooh, I could buy this. I do not have enough eggs. I need 3 more. Damn it. Ad break! See you guys in 3 minutes. I didn't get the goods. I didn't get the Benui in time. No. Yo. I'm stupid. Also, look at my grandmas. Aren't they so cool? They're just grandmas. Alright, so I got the Alf hybrid. Dwarves, they'd be about up here. So I'm gonna give them big ol' wrong one. I'm gonna give them big ol' eyes. I'm gonna have them look stoic. Maybe I make their eyes not as stupid. Stoic. Stoic babies. And big strong jaws. Because I'm assuming the dwarves are big and strong. I'll also give them shorter ears. I heard that wrinklers can also give eggs if you pop them, but I don't know if you're trying not to or something. I let them sit for a while, and then once they've gathered enough, then I'll pop them. I did not know they could give you eggs. I feel kind of silly now. I mean, it would make sense. Of course they'd give you eggs. They're gross. I don't know what kind of hair dwarves would have, so I'm just gonna have this little guy have, like, slick back hair. It's slick back and he has it in, like, a long pony. Like, ponytail. There we go. Just got a big old pony. Okay. I heard a dwarf and a gelblin just make a fucking Alf. Kind of. Do I want to pop the winklers? The winklers? The wrinklers? Try and get eggos. Let's do it. Let's try to get eggs. Give me eggs. No? Fuck. No egg. Okay. Okay, I'll make this little guy kind of broad. Because dwarves are broad, right? Like, they're pretty broad. Okay. Did you get any? No. I got none. Dang. Yeah. Me. Me. I only suggested as I saw it in a cookie clicker wiki. That would make sense. It's just... the eggs don't want to drop for me. I need 3 more and they just don't want to fucking drop, so... That's just bad RNG. That's not faulty information. That's just me not having good. I have 17 eggs. There's 20 in total. Yeah. Because I know I don't have the sentry egg, and I don't have this other egg. There's, like, certain ones that I just remember having. From, like, the years ago I played this game. Here's the eggs that I have. Oh, hello, you little bunny boy. Because let's see here. Easter season! Unlocking eggs. Yeah, unlocking them lets you pop wrinklers, clicking golden wrath cookies. Yep. Fail rate is 90%. The base fail rate for a wrinkler is 98%. Oh. Oh, I'm sad. I see. So, my fail rate's just really low. Alright, so what eggs do I not have? I don't think I have the omelet, or the sentry egg, or the egg, quote-unquote. So I'm just getting unlucky as fuck is what's happening. Looks like you're missing egg, sentry egg, and omelet. Yes. Because I knew for a fact I didn't have sentry egg, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have all of them. I need 3 more, but that's okay. All 3 are rare according to the wiki. Okay, so it's gonna take a hot minute for me to get them all. My profile lost. I had to run the Easter event twice with an Ascension upgrade to get the last ones. I might need to do that too. I'm gonna make the dwarf not as butt thick. I'm gonna make him look a little more masculine. Hi, Bibbin. I have a cat near me. Have you ever gotten all 20 eggs before? I have. It's just a pain in the ass. Well, now, I will say I haven't on Steam. I've played plenty of the desktop version of Cookie Clicker, because I've been playing this shit since like 2014. But I just got back into it a few days ago, after years of not touching it. So there are a few things that I don't remember, but I pretty much beat the shit out of this game. Originally. I had like all of the legacy upgrades, like I was a Cookie Clicker fucking fiend. So now I'm just re-remembering everything. I'm also trying to re-remember strategies as well. What am I listening to? Oh, it's Star Wars. Okay, so dwarf big. Actually, not all that big. The man is average. The man is a 5'5" on a good day. But, still big. Okay, after that we have Landborn. Landborn are like 7 feet? 6'6". So Landborn are about here, so that means they would be a little shorter than the dwarves on average. If you got all the eggs, you'll have an achievement that gives a buff to get eggs more often. Yeah, this is my first ever run on Steam. Because I completely cleared my cache and my, like, I cleared everything. Man, can I stop getting clots? Like, when I say cleared, I mean I wiped it. I wiped all of it. So, whatever I had, I don't have anymore. Because it's been a long time. So you fully restarted. Yes. I completely restarted. Because I wanted to. And this is the stuff I have so far. Okay, so I'm gonna have this gumpy little man. He's gonna be smiling. And we'll give him little cute tusks. What a baby. And then cute little ears. What kind of ears do Landborn have? Are they round? Okay, just making sure. Unless you have it. I don't think I have it. Wait, depends on the achievement. What is it? It's one where you click on the achievement icon itself. Which one? I can imagine the dwarf goblins secretly wanting to be squish-hugged, but their gumpy face makes them look scary. No, let them be squish-hugged. No, squish-hug them. Squish-hug them. They're like a Great Dane, where they look mean, but they're actually sweethearts. and they would be so happy. The one after. Oh, I found an omelet! Fuck yeah! Okay. So you said it's the one, what's in a name? This one? I forgot about that one. All you had to do was ask. Also, I need 2 more Eggos! I found the omelet. There it is. And I also have this, which is really good. Yeah, the eggs are just really well done. Really good. Hooray! Yeah, hopefully it'll get me the other 2. Thank you for the pet, Blippi! Welcome in. I have another idea for a Vandault. Thanks, Brain. Babe, Sugar Skull probably has like 30 Vandault now. Hi, Cecil. I mean, I want to make a furry goblin. This ain't on Steam. I'm curious if you have a certain also easy shadow achievement involving your bakery's name. Yeah, I changed myself. I changed myself to Orteal. And they're like, hey, bitch, don't. And I'm like, but I wanted to. Yeah, I know all these shadow achievements. I'm just, like I said, I've forgotten more than I've forgotten everything I've learned. You do have it. I do. It's called God Complex, and it's funny. What other shadow achievements are there? Have 4 golden cookies simultaneously. I have not done that. 7 horseshoes. I have not gotten that. Harvest a golden sugar lump. I have not done that. I have not ascended 5,000 times yet. I don't want to hack in cookies. I don't know how to do that on the Steam version. Third party use an add-on. I could do that. I got the God Complex. I got Speed Baking 1 and 2. I didn't get to 1,000,000 cookies baked in 15 minutes because I'm not a crackhead. Shape your clones to resemble grandmas. I have not done that yet because I haven't gone that way. I know one Chivo is for shrinking the game window, then clicking the new clicker, which says when it says help. Yeah, I've already clicked the news clicker. I also dunked my cookie. It's really funny. Oh, stifling the press. Yeah, that's the achievement. I didn't see those, so I may just be blind. Dunk the cookie is my favorite. Because all you do is just take your cookie and then you dunk it in the milk. I already got the achievement. Where is it? There it is. Cookie Dunker. You did it. Yeah, I got these. Also, sometimes you'll just randomly get a shadow achievement where it'll just randomly give it to you. It has like a very low tick, but it'll just give it to you, and it's called Lucky. You have the Forgotten Madeline? I do not. Alright, tiny little landborn baby. Grumpy Grover. I heard Sugar is just making 5,000 characters. I don't know what kind of hair these guys have, so I'm gonna just make it big and spiky. I'm gonna give this little dude Blanca hair. The Forgotten Madeline is at the bottom of the info page. And if you click it, you get that Chivo. Bottom of info. Oh, info. Oh, there it is. The olden days. Found it! There it is. The Forgotten Madeline. Dashnet Farms remembers. Oh, I harvested a bifurcated lump? Oh, jeez. I didn't know it was bifurcated. I would have left it alone. Alrighty. Alright, let's grab this little guy upward. I don't see Stifling the Pressing Yeshiva. I don't have it. So this guy would be about here. Well, the Lamborn's 6'6", so... about here. Yeah. This looks good. Then they'd be big! Because Lamborn are thick. Right, babe? Okay. Thick. You squish the window horizontally till you press text changes. I just got that one. Till the press text changes? So I just squish it like this? Do I squish it more? Wait, I saw it. I found it. That's funny. That's kind of cute. I told them no. Stifle them. Alright, little Banui, don't ruin me. Okay. So I still have to click the bunnies in order to get the fucking eggs, so... Okay, so this would be a Landborn. Bro, a blue Lamborn Gelblin hybrid. So the Landborn hybrid would be blue from the Gelblin. Hear me out. That'd be kind of cool. Oh god, what would a Phasmite Gelblin look like? With the shell and shit. Babe, what would a Phasmite Gelblin look like? Would they have shells? Would their gels just be like super shelly and tough, kind of? Yeah, they're gel inside, so it's like I'm trying to process how this would work. I'd have plates like it'd have plates like Armadillo, says Salem. Maybe. Cause the way I see Phasmites, they're like ball joint dolls. Their shells are in that kind of way. So that they can bend their arms and legs and knees and all that. But they can also crack their shells, so how would I do this? Because the way Phasmites have kids is they take their goo shell combo, they put it together, and then baby is made out of that. So in order to have baby with Gelblin, you take goo shell and put it on goo goblin, and so it would be less shell, more goblin. really thinking? Also, this music fucking slaps. I feel like it would be black on the outside, and it wouldn't necessarily be crab shell chitin, but more like maybe spider leather chitin, where it's like softer. So kind of like a black widow texture rather than like a crab texture. And then the inside would be whatever goblin color they had. So let's say a Phasmite bangs a green Gelblin. Their eyes and the inside of their mouth would be green. And they would have a mouth. But it would probably be like a little stiff, I feel. Maybe it would have like that lizard look, or like, what is it called? Like something like this, maybe. So here'd be their little head, here'd be their big ol' ears sticking off their head. They would have the big ol' eyes from the Phasmite parent. And if they open their mouth, they might also have a nose, but the nose might be flat. But they at least would have like little nostrils, and I feel like if they open their mouth, it might be being part Gelblin. Couldn't they use the gel like as a hinge so the jaw could be controlled? Yeah, I was kind of thinking that, but like I was trying to think of how their face would be a plate, so like kind of like this almost. Like here would be the top part of the mouth, and then when they open their jaw, it would do something like this, and then this would be the goo on the inside, and then here would be their tongue. Does that make sense? I was thinking something like that. So I'm gonna make that a thing here. So give them big ol' eyes, give them the mouth, and then they would have these little chitin pieces to their face. And then, of course, they'd have the cute little ears. What would their hair look like? They wouldn't really have hair, would they? I feel like they'd have a smooth head like the Phasmites. Because Gelblins don't really have hair either. Because it is their slime. So these particulars wouldn't have any hair. It would just be their smooth little noggin. I'm gonna actually go to bed now.
Of course, Ellie. Have a good Stevies.
Could the Goblin Phasmite make their gel plates grow into slime like hair? I don't know. We'd have to run that by the DM. Also, I made this one thick. I'm giving them soft little spots where they would bend. Like a doll. Like their knees. There we go. Phasmite. Alrighty. Oh god, I really want to make a fucking either Tosker or like Keton or something like Gelblin hybrid. I want to make a cute little furry goblin. A furblin, as you said. I think they'd be really cute. But for now, I do think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go check on Wee One. It's a little early, but I'm holding you at gunpoint! But I am gonna go chill and see how he's doing. And I might draw some official art of a couple of these creatures later, because I am very curious to see what they would look like. But for now, we're gonna go raiding. Hey, Twitch, why are you doing this? Twitch, listen to me! I will put you at gunpoint, Twitch, I swear to God. Grr. Alright. Where are we dropping, boys? Okay, I know where I'm dropping, boys. Because I'm not gonna lie, I want to play this game. I heard this game is fun, and I want to try it. Put down the gun, I won't make any more OCs. Put the OCs in the back! Fucking do it! Alright, but let's drop in on a Hydra. They are a cute little alien bat. And I will see you guys tomorrow for some Dank Souls 3 if Leon's feeling up for it. Or as long as he does feel up for it. So, Hydra's playing Schedule 1, and I heard this game is fun as fuck, and I bought it. So, y'all are gonna have to deal with me playing that at some point. Because, we're getting, well, okay, we're not getting close to beating Dark Souls 3, but we're getting closer to maybe beating Dark Souls 3. And I know my TCG, once I hit a certain level and my shop is completely maxed out, I'm going to consider that game finished. Yeah, we're gonna go say hi to Hydra, and I will see you guys later, so that's the plan. Goodbye for now, everyone. Bye 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 bye.